Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Die For Me. Thank you, Stephen. This is our 45th episode, and it is also our 1 year anniversary being live on Twitch and on YouTube and all that fun
Not on
stuff.
YouTube.
What did you get me?
Not the way did you get me.
Flowers?
Another beholder!
That is not a
I
gift.
got this.
Oh yeah, because we saw how you handled that.
Don't make me bitch slap that Garistro again.
Stay tuned after for us to do a live session of Garudon fighting a Goristro and see how that goes.
Try to
Nice
bitch
for the
slap to a
second time.
gunfight, huh?
Third. It'll be the third.
That's
Fourth,
Official-
actually.
Official. Well, yeah, technically I did get stabbed in the gut.
Yeah, you didn't die on that one.
Yeah. But that's pretty damn close.
That was pretty damn close. All
Are we
right.
talking about when we did it beforehand? And he died twice?
If we're talking about that, he died
That
twice.
was-
Those were unofficial.
It would have been a bad omen.
All right, so a couple of things to say today. Huge shout out to our minis painter, Flipper, FL1P_3R on Instagram. She is amazing. She paints all of our minis, and we love her, and we hope she continues to paint them. Even though she did send me a text the other day with a picture of the stream saying, "What is this unpainted hell you put on the table?" To which I responded, "We're still waiting for some of the minis I gave you." No, but we love her, and she is amazing. Please check her out, and if you have any commissions, please reach out to her. She is great at what she does. Second shout out actually is a relatively new one.
Is it that guy from Fan Fusion?
There are a couple of things I want to say about Fan Fusion, but I'll get to that in just a moment.
His old little.
Oh, shout out to the folks that came to our panel.
Yes, a huge shout out to the people who came to our panel. Thank you so much for that. That was really cool to see all of you.
It was awesome to have Senlo there.
Damn.
And the call outs are happening. Anyways,
It was awesome to have me under there, though.
yes.
was super
Yes,
cool.
it was cool.
And court the snort.
But a huge shout out to Fearing My Failure, someone who actually created our shirts for us, which Abby's wearing hers, and
I felt
wow.
appropriately.
Mine is still dirty.
I know, it's all good.
Yeah, you should have said something.
No, it's all good. But yes, he made our shirts. He does do commissions as well for any kind of shirt design you want. Please reach out to him. He is on Instagram at Fearing My Failure.
I love his username.
This is his logo right there for those of you who can see it. Really cool guy, very easy to work with, and just very great at what he does. Although don't have pockets on your shirt, you'll never hear the end of it. But he can still manage even with the pockets. Another shout out to not only the fans who came to our Phoenix Fan Fusion panel. That was so much fun and really cool of all of you guys. But also just a shout out to all the vendors and the people who talked to us at Fan Fusion who potentially might sponsor us and have also helped us out. They gave us some good advice on what we can do a little better with some of this stuff and how to move forward. So thank you to all of you guys. Hope you guys are watching right now. And yeah. Shout out to Pam, even though she's not here, shame, for getting us into Phoenix Fan Fusion on that panel. That was really, really cool and very nice of her to do, and great job on that. Shout out to Jazzy, our social media liaison, for getting all of our little advertisement videos. She was very insistent on those for a couple of weeks, getting those in. So
There
I'm
were
glad.
threats of violence.
Not from me.
I pushed my luck
I'll
and
own
I
it.
still do.
Yeah,
But-
Abby might just get killed here pretty soon.
You might not see me again.
Just like if you implement deadlines, then there's no punishment for not meeting a deadline.
Then
like-
it's just a line.
I want to
Yeah.
see if you'll actually hold through on your threat, I guess.
Oh, did you want me to kill you?
No, you know what?
I could.
I never submitted it anyway. so it's not-
Anyways,
I know you-
minus the threats of violence that we just did on live stream, but
Obviously,
Um,
this is satire.
yes.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is satire.
Very child friendly.
But then just a huge thank you. This is, like I said, our 1 year anniversary being live on Twitch. Thank you to those who have been with us from the very beginning. It's really awesome you've been fans of ours. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you to all the new fans who have joined us along the way. And we hope that we can continue to give you a fun, entertaining, and somewhat ridiculous story.
Somewhat.
And then for me personally, as the DM, a huge shout out to all my players, even Pam, Keith, and Apollo who aren't here tonight. Huge thank you to all you guys for making this world fun. Giving this world a story that is just really, really cool. And thank you to you guys for that.
And Josh still has perfect attendance.
He does.
That's got to be
Can
something.
he make it to 50?
I didn't have it at school, that's for sure.
Oh,
But for D&D, perfect.
Now, if only your dice
High
rolls
school
could match.
Listen, if you roll perfect 20s all the time, you better put a special camera right on it.
But, no. Huge thank you. We love all of you. I love all of you. And let's have some more fun. Let's go ahead and with that jump into tonight's episode of Die For Me. My music isn't working.
ooh, I actually heard the speaker. It comes in. My mom doesn't know.
Hold
I'm not
on,
gonna talk about it
hold
right
on. I'm sorry.
I'm just not feeling the vibe.
I'm trying.
now. I'm like, actually, wait a minute. I don't know if she's watching. Let me not talk about
I
that.
don't know why my
online.
speaker's not working right now.
I didn't do it.
And if
It's
anything
such a
goes wrong
mismatch of
tonight,
speaker.
we're gonna blame Bibbles because he's not here.
Well, naturally.
No, because I have one
You can
coming
blame
on
him when he is.
Sunday, and she told me
That
not
is true.
to buy it.
It's just blame Bibbles.
Did it work?
So-
Did it work? It did work.
Look at what I got.
Oh.
Right.
That's so
Very
pretty.
intense.
The
for
audience
women.
doesn't get to see it. Yes.
That's great.
Oh, and then those diamonds.
All right, so-
The vendor.
Last we left off, the Displaced Eight had a few conversations with their new friend in the Feywild, a being that they later found out was quite powerful, especially in the Feywild. Through your bargain, he brought you back to the material plane in the same time that you guys had left, but minus the fog. Without the fog, you were better able to gauge the number of zombies, and you also saw a couple of scouts out looking for you. In their shock of the fog being gone, you took advantage and managed to kill a patrol of 6 of these guards, of these cultists, I should say. You managed, with your cleric's aid, to dispel a massive horde of zombies that were coming at you, and formulate a plan to make your way back into the village by donning the cloaks of the slain cultists and through some clever spells of disguise, and using 2 of you who would not quite fit in the cloaks or work so well with the disguise stuff to become prisoners. This seems way too cheery.
It's
I know, you're describing the whole situation like we were really smart.
Yeah,
It's-
that's gotta be dire.
It was a new sensation for me as well. But you made your way towards the village where the cultists were continuing their ritual, trying to bring the being known as Vera back. As you guys made your way in, some of you had a plan that you did not discuss with the others, but implemented it anyways. With some degrees of success, while also some degrees of failure. Upon which Garadon found himself on top of the stone pillar. His plan not quite going the way he had hoped. But you all commenced battle, managed to quickly kill the leader this time, as it was a surprise attack. You managed to topple the pillar, but not without the loss of life. The cultists, finding themselves in a dire situation, ended all of their lives in one simultaneous moment. The blood of the cultists began to gather, and slowly move toward this obelisk that you all continue to hack and attack, hoping to destroy it and stop whatever was coming from this thing. You failed.
Hey, fuck you.
I got some blood.
You did stop some of the blood, but almost
Come back
all
and
of the
make a
blood of the cultists began to find their way to this stone obelisk, merging with it. And as it did so, you all heard an evil cackle of a female being as the obelisk stone disappeared.
Better not be chatting with another surprise guest.
I'm not this time. It was someone correcting my wording. Sorry. This stone pillar, not an obelisk. Obelisk has a specific shape.
Oh, I thought it was just a round rock.
More or less.
You could call it a structure.
You could almost call it an
A
egg.
rock on sticks.
But
You could almost call it a what? I'm sorry.
an egg?
That's good.
Yeah, kind of like an oval, long, elongated stone. But the stone disappeared, and you are all left standing alone in this village. The pulsating has disappeared. The force field that surrounded the village begins to fade away around you. And you all look around at each other. One of you just back from death. The rest of you injured, tired, and wondering what next.
There's still zombies outside the village, huh?
There is.
Wish we had.
We've accomplished nothing, guys.
Well, it's not so much that we didn't accomplish anything, so much as, the fog's gone.
The fog is gone. The cult is down. At least the sect of the cult.
I think I'd rather have the cult than what's to come.
I don't know what you want me to do about it.
Does it matter when we failed?
No, yes, but no.
All this means more lives will be lost.
Yes. How are you feeling?
Not to myself.
Like in a I should back up way, or like
Right,
in a-
because
like in a
I died,
should
but I
heal you
still
way?
feel like me.
like should I heal you? Are you feeling?
No, 'cause I feel like a failure.
Oh, like that. Oh.
Oh, okay. He needs some sugar.
Need some post-traumatic counseling.
Needs a little nap.
What I thought would work, nothing happened. I put all of our lives at risk. I thought I was strong enough. I failed you guys, I failed myself, and I failed the people about to die.
Gary, we're a team.
People make mistakes. You cannot be held solely responsible for what unfolded.
Perpetrators are responsible for what unfolded. The cultists.
We were
The
just
Vera.
we were just unfortunate enough to fail to stop them. And that's not you. That's us.
I still feel responsible. I thought it would work.
Next time we'll try something else.
We learned
Keep
to
trying
do better.
until it works.
We've got to become stronger.
I think.
I think we need to know more about what we're up against and how to stop it than just being strong. Because we can be extremely strong and not do the right thing.
Is there a way we can discover where it went? Can we follow this thing?
I have no idea.
You hear Lokeg.
I want to walk over to where it was
Okay.
and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You hear Lokeg. You will get another chance.
do. Next time.
We are alive, which means we have another chance.
If we can, I want to chase it down, see if we can get it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
you go to the
Using a
area.
ring, cast detect magic.
You cast detect
on
magic.
jealousy.
As you cast detect magic, it's faint, but you do get the sense of a teleportation spell of sorts has been used. It's very faint.
Does it have a return to sender type thing?
It does not.
An address?
Undo.
Undo is crazy.
So it's right.
Control
You,
Z.
you see, it goes to this spot on the map.
So it was a spell.
How many buildings are around us? Like all those squares of buildings? Or are they destroyed?
So this one is destroyed, and this one, which was right next to it, it was feeling the pulsation that was affecting you guys. It also is destroyed.
I'm gonna start looking around the building, see if any look like the cultists were using them as some kind of administrative headquarters. See if I can find any kind of paperwork.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe 11.
11. As you begin to search the buildings, the general sense you get from most of this area, this was not meant to be a permanent base. This was a stopping point to potentially use for their purposes. As such, there are a few beds in some of these buildings. There are personal items, but
You know, like letters from a general or anything.
no, nothing like that. Not in the buildings.
Is your little earth creature still with us?
Probably.
Yes, I would say he's still there. That lasts for
Probably
an
not
hour,
very
doesn't
I
it?
think it's an hour.
It's an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, he's still there. He's sort of like
He's only been around for 3 minutes, so.
Or no, is he friendly to us? Okay.
He will not harm you.
he looks directly and see him reach up. Takes a flower off of his stone
Oh,
and puts it in your hair.
that seems friendly as hell.
No.
I'm so pretty.
Good boy, dude.
Then I will lay my hands on him and do healing hands.
As you do
He
so,
didn't take any damage.
it doesn't seem to have any effect.
I think. No? Okay.
While
Then it's
he's
just
doing
you.
that, I'm gonna walk up and lay my hands on Garadon for 35
Literally.
hit
Like
points.
a little
Dying.
conga line.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
40 hit
actually-
points because we're level 8 now.
Nice.
40, dang. That, I think, takes me all the way up.
Aw.
Take it.
One day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Thank
use
you for your
healing
info.
word on you.
Of course.
Which
Much
gives-
better.
I don't know how to do healing word.
It's a bonus
He's already at full health.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay, you're full.
I think that
Were Lokag or Telesing or Biggles hurt on this one? I think Telesing wasn't she?
I'm pretty sure all of them were hurt at one point or another. Lokag definitely would have been hurt, as he is usually the front line. So I would say
I don't know how hurt he was though, so I don't know.
I would say all of them were probably hurt in some way.
Yeah, he was definitely taking hits. He was hanging out by the rock.
I think that we should take this one on the chin and have a night to discuss our next play.
I think you're right. Do you think we should rest here? Or there may be more than wait around.
I
Really,
think
all
Yeah,
we,
the
I mean,
other
we've
day.
got buildings.
at the very least, we should check everything out and see if there's anything worth taking. Because I think at this point, nobody's coming back for anything that's still here.
There could be more that might be on the way.
Nobody that we care about.
Or more cultists. See, like, they might show up in the night.
But do we want to take 20 minutes to see if there's anything worthwhile in these buildings? Or
Oh, absolutely. Jason, was there like another building down the way?
There were a few more buildings going down that direction, yes.
Like something of interest? Like bigger,
Not-
bigger, like.
Not really. There was one that was a little bit of a bigger home type scenario, and you get the sense this was maybe the mayor's home or something like that.
I'd like to.
It's all pretty run down and not exactly well kept. These guys weren't here again to, put down roots. They were here to do a job.
But they had
They
taken
were
homes from the
spring-
people, right? Like we're living there.
Yes.
let's.
There's
Oh, you were
almost
saying
no
something. Sorry.
I would like to check out the larger establishment down the way.
Okay.
Should we maybe save it for last and just stay there for the night?
We can make sure it's safe. If it's the biggest one,
If it's defensible and comfortable and
I think
perhaps
that
we set up some traps.
splitting up is a bad call
agree.
right now. Try
If
to
you would like
have.
to come with, would like to join?
I could, but imagine the untold riches in these 8 little houses right here.
I found a couple beds. And
Nice.
that's about it.
Think we could sell them?
Yeah.
Let's check out these homes and we move over to the larger one. If you're self-established.
If that's all right.
Okay. Yeah. You guys begin to join Medina, who has already started searching. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
Hey,
Go ahead.
What the heck?
I found beds. Feel like
That's
someone
okay.
pass me some sheeps.
13.
First roll of the night, baby.
As you guys begin to search these buildings, you find that they seem to be used as living quarters for many of the cultists. There's not really anything of value in them. There doesn't really seem to be.
Jason, in case you needed to know, my total is -1. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I thought it was worth noting.
You bump your head a lot on a lot of these short doorways. Your armor getting caught in some of the.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're not very aware of what's around you. But you guys continue to search through these, not really find anything in the houses. Eventually making your way through the town. I'm assuming gathered around the candle that is still with you guys.
If there was a barrier, that's obviously gone.
Yeah.
We're sticking up the camera.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way to the larger home. As you do, see it is a little bit better kept than most of the rest of it. You get the sense that this was definitely used for higher, elevated people of the city, and potentially the leader of this cult took residence here. As you guys enter,
Did anyone investigate the cult's body?
I want to do that as we walk past him.
with a -1, you look down and go, nope.
The -1 I used for searching houses?
Aaron now over here.
Hell yeah. Watch this second natural 1. It's a 19,
Oh.
17.
Nice. With the 17, you go over to the cult leader, which Lokag slashed quite
Fucking
badly.
demolished.
Yes. You begin rummaging through his robes, and you do find another symbol. The same symbol that you guys found on the other cultists. And you begin to go through. You do find a small coin purse.
Yoink.
It does have about 50 gold in it. These were cultists.
I
man.
get it, man. I get it.
They weren't exactly buying
I'm
groceries
not
here.
complaining. I'm just,
He's complaining.
you know,
And and you do find a sorry. I forgot my books today.
Which one? I have the handbook.
all of them.
All of
Oh,
them.
shit. I only have the handbook, but I also have digital copies of everything else.
I've got Xanathar's DMG.
Hold on.
Okay.
Xanathar's handbook is monster manual. I don't think the monster manual is going to be very helpful.
All of us have a copy of Xanathar's.
Standard.
Player creation, yes.
Oh, I got these for you.
Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I did not come comfortable.
Is that the only symbol of these cultists that we have?
I think so.
The ones that dress up, or did you guys have those symbols as well?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Perfect. We definitely want to present this to the king,
Because weren't those symbols
the Lion King.
the things that were keeping the
Oh yeah.
undead away?
Yeah, they're distance.
Keith messaged me, any good weapons for and looting? No. That these cultists were mostly magic based, therefore there isn't a lot of weapons that were of any real value.
And then
But
the vendor recommended when Apollo described it.
What about the cult leader? About his.
That's what he was-
I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
find
Yeah,
it.
we're still on that, I think. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
Okay.
This one I got
Oh my
in.
god.
She said
Jesus Christ.
That one was a random item. Like
I do not
blind
like
bag,
this
blind bag item recognition.
which one is
Jack.
this? I don't. Yeah, I don't.
He
Yeah,
just
it's
wants
not-
to make everything.
But it was an blind person.
Shoot them.
That's mad crazy.
Is that
Take all the steps.
the one that was near the book aisle?
Bonk
Mhm.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
The ones.
She knew.
I sniffed them all.
Yeah, that table.
My
Yeah.
favorite
So,
one. My little
Uh,
sister. I didn't
as
get
you begin
that.
to search you find a small scroll, and as you look at his left hand, you notice that there is a glove with golden amulets and rings that kind of seem to encompass around the glove itself, on each of the finger joints as well.
That's a
And you can definitely tell this is some kind of magical item.
Lokag apparently took off and is looking for a place to rest.
Okay.
Well, we're all gonna be doing that.
I think we're all resting in the same place.
I hope so.
Yeah, so I'll take that. I'll take the scroll. I'll take the 50 gold.
Okay.
Just yoinking everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
As I finish that up, am I allowed to ritually cast detect magic? I don't. I don't want to do that. Never mind.
Okay.
I know this stuff's magical.
The amulets were what was keeping the undead away, right?
Yeah, on the.
I'm just thinking
pendants,
like
yeah.
if anybody didn't already have one, they should get one.
I think everyone
like you and
except
Lokag.
Lokag and myself. So I'll take
Yeah.
this
That
one.
one.
I have
You
to
should have
assume one of the other dead cultists.
Oh, no,
has
you were in
a
disguise.
pendant.
Oh, yeah,
For
They-
Lokag.
Yeah.
As you do kind of look at all the dead cultists, they all have this. Like you can all see it.
I'll just go pick one up.
Yeah.
Now's where I'm.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume everybody grabs
Let's
one.
just say everyone has one.
Yeah.
Super easy.
All right.
Athletic handshake.
All right. So you have all those new items. You guys begin to make your way to the large building. Now, after you search the cultists, you go inside and you hear the door creaking open. As you step inside, you see there are more furnishings in this house than in the others. You see several books and scrolls. They seem sort of scattered on the floor. They were clearly flipped through, but nothing really caught any interest in this immediate entryway. While a nicer house, still very, very small house by comparison to the houses you are used to seeing at this point. but you do see there is a flight of stairs that does lead to a second floor. And the entryway, and then there's a little space over here with a large doorway that leads into a sitting room. Another doorway, no doors on the doorways though, leading into a kitchen. And if you continue to move forward, there's a dining room in the back. Or
How many doors and windows are on the bottom
dining room
floor?
on the right, kitchen in the back. My apologies. I'm sorry.
How many doors and windows are on the bottom floor?
There's only 2 doors if you do a full circle around the house. There's one at the front
door and
entrance
back
and the
door?
back door.
The windows?
There are about 5 different windows,
Are they big enough for a zombie to fit through?
potentially.
Are they closed?
Yes.
So of all the books, it does seem like there's one that was of interest, like on the edge of a chair, table, desk.
Not right here. No, everything seems to have been tossed to the ground or thrown off to the side, or.
I'll go up the stairs.
What do the books pertain to?
I mean, there's various different things. Some of them are just some fantasy novels. As you begin to
What does a
look,
fantasy novel
Make-
look like in a fantasy world?
make an
Just
investigation
people
check.
They
Word.
talk about cars.
They talk about regular humans.
They dream about
I wish I
like,
could do
computers,
taxes.
You said investigation.
Paying their taxes.
We go bowling.
There's this thing
19.
called
19.
internet.
That's crazy.
It's like the
Wi-Fi.
rocks, but it's like you put your face and you talk to other people across the world. It's crazy.
Speaking of,
Oh, Felix, how are you?
I don't know what to talk about. Leave me alone.
You should tell them that you died and made it back.
oh my god! No!
As you look at some of these books, they all seem, a lot of them seem to be town business type stuff, or village business, bookkeeping on trading companies that come through here, stuff like that.
What was the last ledger entry for the trading companies?
It was 4 months ago.
Damn.
Did it say
Can I
anything?
take those little fantasy books and put them in my bag of holding?
Sure.
I'm gonna take those.
When you say that the windows are closed, do you mean that like they're made of glass and they're shut, or are there like shutters that like we
Right,
can
like how
close?
secure is this area?
Like, are they gonna see us if we?
Do we need to close the curtains?
You might want to close some curtains. They're made of glass.
I'm gonna close some curtains.
I'm gonna close the curtains.
I'm gonna look outside of each one suspiciously
Okay.
and probably see nothing, but
Make a perception check.
you got it, Don.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs with both weights out, cautiously.
21.
21. Nice. Yeah, as you kind of look out each one before you close the curtain, off in the distance you can kind of see some forms moving slowly. Not necessarily coming towards you, but also
I was
not
about
like.
to say, do they look like they see me?
No. They seem like they're just sort of zombifying around.
For sure.
So, you make your way upstairs. As you make your way upstairs, you do see there is 2 rooms. The one on the left is a study. You see that there is a desk in there. You see more books, some of them a little bit more
That's more
placed
interesting.
exactly where you want them. You also see one book that is open right now, and you see several letters and notes that are on this desk as well.
Going straight to that. That's the most interesting.
Okay. So you make your way over there. Go ahead and make an investigation
reading
check
check?
for me. It is an investigation check.
I'm gonna double check that number. It's got a weird slash, so I'm making sure it is what it is. Okay, that's not 6 minutes. So. Investigation, 14.
14. What languages do you speak?
I think crazy. Common and Celestial.
Okay. As you begin to go through a lot of the letters, most of them you cannot actually read. It is in a language that you do not understand.
I'll just collect them. Anything about the book that's interesting?
Okay. As you begin to look through this book, this is a very old book. As you begin to reach out to the page to maybe turn it a little bit, you feel it practically beginning to fall apart. you realize you have to be very, very careful with this. But before you turn the page, you take a moment to read what's on the page currently in front of you. Make a
You should just give it to him.
insight check.
Oh, nice. Sloppy 20.
Sloppy 20. As you begin to read, trying to figure out what would cause this. Actually, change that to. I mean, it's probably gonna be the same thing. Intelligence check. So just add your intelligence modifier.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what?
It's probably, I think it's the same thing.
For me, it's a +1, so it would be a 19.
19? Okay, still pretty good. As you begin to read this, you feel like it's jibber jabber. It doesn't seem to make any sense until you start to see a slight pattern in the words. Even with seeing a slight pattern, it's still not making full sense to you with a 19, unfortunately. But you do notice that there is some kind of a pattern here that could be interpreted.
Okay. I mean, just had to do a intelligence check. Medina, we need your help up here.
My help. What you need?
I know you're a lot smarter than you put out.
I don't put out.
Looks at Aranel.
That's what I was doing. Well,
What's
What
up
you
going
put out.
on?
I was reading this book. It seems like there's some patterns, but I've not quite figured it out.
Okay.
And given that you're able to find a hidden wall so early on in those caves, those kobolds and stuff, maybe you
Yeah,
can
that
figure
was
out this
crazy.
little test.
Maybe. I kind of like puzzles. Give it a shot. What do we got? What am I looking at here?
All right, so,
And I'm also going to present the letters as well.
okay. What language do you speak?
Elvish, deep speech, and common.
Okay. As you look at the letters, you also cannot interpret them. It doesn't seem to make any sense to you.
I don't even know the language, like the letter, like the alphabet.
Make an intelligence check for me.
I don't know shit. That would be a 9 total.
It's not clicking for you. It's just you're trying to place it, but you just can't. As Gardon kind of presents this book to you, more so bringing you to the book, as he now does not want to touch it with how gentle it is. He does point out some of the pattern. He does recognize a pattern. With his original intelligence check, I'll say you can roll intelligence check with advantage.
So 1 more or 2 more?
For you're now focused on the book, so it's a new
It's a
intelligence.
different one?
check, yes.
Okay. There we go. So I rolled an 18 and a 19. So that's a little better. Plus 5 on the 19 would be 24.
24.
Are there other rooms that can be
Poetry.
checked out while they're reading?
I knew
Yes.
you
So
could
there
do
is
something
the initial, not study,
Office?
not office. When
Foyer?
you, not foyer.
Conservatory.
No.
Library.
Stop throwing words out there.
Bedroom.
Living room.
Oh, okay.
That was to the left. Where there were a lot of books and
Foyer.
scrolls just kind of tossed
That's
aside.
where they're at.
That's where Felix is in there right now, looking at some of the books.
Got it.
Taking.
The other one, there was a dining room and then a kitchen to the back. If you go upstairs, there was the study that they are in, and then also there is a bedroom.
I'll check out the bedroom.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
You got it. It's so cocked.
Yeah, I saw that.
Might be
11.
your fat
11. So, we're going to jump to you in just a moment. With a 24, looking at this pattern, you see it as well. You're able to start deciphering some of it, but not fully. Even with the 24, it is a very well encrypted pattern, and
So
very
like
well
a riddle
encrypted.
or a word puzzle?
Not so much a word
like
puzzle.
An
It would definitely take a lot of time to try and understand it fully. It's sort of, you have to find the number of words exactly to the numerical order of the page, and like it's very intricate. And
Very encoded.
if you had a higher roll, you would be able to see it easier. But because of the 24, while a very good roll, it's going to take time to understand it. But you do start seeing the connections. You are slowly piecing it together.
Okay. So just
I guess while she works on that, investigate like the desk and books or anything of interest.
Okay. Go ahead
I think that's the
and
best
roll
I
an
can do
investigation check on
with the
that.
tools I have.
I appreciate it.
17.
17. We come around some of the other books. You do see a book about the cosmic deities and the defector gods,
The usual.
stuff like that. It seems like it's been looked through, but recently, but not fully like interested in.
Are these books dusty?
Not
Any
these
books
ones.
that seem
The
like
ones,
the
the
dust
ones
is
that were
rubbed off?
the ones that were downstairs were definitely dusty.
Ooh, high
Um,
antiques.
Or in these books that like got a little extra attention?
The one that's out on the desk is the one that had the most attention.
Oh.
Every single one of them that are in this room seem like they were looked through more than once, in attempt for information or just an interest in the subject. But you do see some books on demons specifically. You see a book that is dedicated to Orcus. And you see
I'll grab the Orcus one.
you're grabbing the Orcus one?
Yeah.
Okay. You take that one. As you grab that book specifically, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Evil.
Is it booby trapped?
Might
I mean, it's a
Reroll it.
Actually-
That's
16.
no. Reroll it.
Not bad. Wisdom 19.
19.
I hate it when you feel wisdom saves.
What?
Always
Why?
goes poorly for me.
For you.
Great, now we're in a room together.
Suddenly, two blades appear in his hand. He raised them up above him. No.
We don't know about it either.
With a
You're
19.
done.
You feel almost like a burning desire to. Stop texting me.
Sorry.
A burning desire that the death and the chaos that has happened around you is not enough. But as you shake that away, close your eyes, you hear this horrid, deep, guttural laugh. In your mind.
Chortle.
And then you hear two familiar voices at the same time. Keep away from him.
Your two dads are protected.
I was about to say it's a double daddy moment.
Oh my god.
Go triple daddy. What up, big daddy? More power. Okay. So it's almost like these two entities are like protecting.
Not necessarily protecting, there was definitely a sense of fear in both of their voices.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better about them.
Yeah.
Do I feel any magical eminence coming from this book?
Make an
Now that
arcana
you know I
check.
detect magic.
Make an arcana check.
7.
7. You're not sure. You could potentially assume, given what just happened, but you're not sure.
Is there a
So-
picture of Orcus on the book? Because I just keep picturing just a giant, angry, killer whale.
Oh, I was imagining an orc.
That's probably closer.
If I take this book, did I do anything? Did I just really touch it and all that happened?
Yeah, you
Or
just
did I
grabbed
open
it. You just grabbed it.
Okay. I will take the book, put it on the desk, and then just
Wait there.
open up the top binder portion.
Okay. As you open it, the first thing you see is a ghastly image. You see this creature standing in a field of flames, the dead all around him, not rushing towards him, but doing his bidding. You see...
The undead.
Hmm?
Wait, you said a bunch of dead people?
Yes. If I had my books, I could show you a really good picture.
You get it, man. You're underprepared.
Pretty much.
Don't antagonize the god.
You see
Yeah,
this
that's like my
image,
friend.
But you see
Damn.
Un-
Feelings to the devil.
undead rushing from him in a fiery plane. You see the faces of the living in terror as they look upon him.
So it definitely seems like the satanic god of the undead.
Something like that.
If Satan were a thing, maybe.
There's Asmodeus for that one.
Yeah, but that's not Satan. Unless we're suddenly introducing Christ.
Jesus, what the?
Wow.
Goodness. Introducing player hisses.
There are no more gods. There's just gods.
If I were to rummage through this book, would I find any information
Hell of a
about
thing for a Pally to say.
Steven said that.
As you turn the next page, you do not recognize the language that it is in.
Do you recognize this, right?
Do I? I don't.
Can I go ahead and join the party upstairs? Because I also want to see if there's any more books.
Yeah, you come walking up, kind of carrying like a couple of books that you.
I'm stuffing them into my
Oh, you're stuffing in your
second bag of holding.
Gotcha.
I'll close the book and I'll put it in my back pocket.
Okay. Do you go towards the bedroom or do you go towards the study?
Where do I hear noise from first?
Since piercing is in the bedroom, you would probably hear more noise coming from there.
Shout out to Piercing.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah, piercing. He's pretty awesome. It's a combination
His
of
brother
telesing and piercing.
slashing. Yeah.
It's their love child.
That's crazy. From the hall, I'd like to peer into the bedroom.
You're
Just
gonna peer in at Pearson.
Yes, just to see what the noise is.
Okay.
If you're doing anything
Um,
suspicious that I should be worried.
With your investigation check of 11, you're like tossing the bed, the sheets, just throwing them around, not really finding very much. Then you go to each of the drawers, you're just yanking them open, kind of.
Seems a little far-fetched.
50,000 gold.
Why is that far-fetched?
I don't think Pearson would be fucking wrecking a room to
I
find
don't know,
shit.
you're not wrecking it, you're just kind of like.
Sounds like he's wrecking it.
You're also a wall of man who sometimes doesn't know your own strength, and this.
It's 18.
Huh?
Nothing.
And this the stuff that's in here isn't exactly well kept, so you are kind of unintentionally tearing things apart,
Okay.
moving around in very heavy armor and stuff like that. So I will say you're trying not to tear things apart, but as you pull on the drawers, they kind of stick for a minute. You pull a little too hard, and they just sort of
Just the entire nightstand is like.
Yeah.
Just made of pressboard.
Not really seeing anything.
Nothing really of value. You do find another coin purse though.
How much is it in?
This one has about 300.
Ooh.
He's like, so
350
much
is
better.
not divisible by 8.
350.
I mean 400? Your previous 50? Oh,
No,
he
you
said
got
300.
I mean, 348.
Josh, we do math in this game on a constant
Oh,
basis.
this is for
I don't round down.
He couldn't hear over his chewing.
I
So
don't round
400?
down.
Once I get to 400, yeah.
I had to need your 50.
But yeah, there's really, with an 11, you're not really finding anything
Okay.
else in this room.
In that case, as I move across the floor, I slip on a banana peel. And that's what you hear and see.
You see Pearson slipping on a banana peel. His choice, not mine.
I was just gonna
Could've been
walk
worse.
away.
I was like, oh fuck, that was my banana too.
I'm just like, pop my head in a little bit. Do you need help getting up?
No, I can get up.
Okay, lovely. I'm gonna go right back out. Just going down to the next room. I'm just paying $1
Okay.
now.
You step into the room that Medina and Garadon are standing in. Make a perception check for me. Slide a hand check.
For the book.
13.
Oh, it's in there. 18.
So you walk in, you see them both looking at stuff, and Medina seems very enamored in the book she is currently reading. She seems to be scanning, taking some notes, and you're not really sure why. But you do see several letters on the table, you see a couple of the books in the room.
Can I see what those are pertaining to? I'll come back to you in a second. But I want to see what everything else is pertaining to.
So you do see some books on the cosmic deities and the defector gods. You do see one of them is called the Tales of Ancient Times.
Is there a Sonic of Ancient Times?
No.
Okay.
I'm taking that one.
You taking that one?
Just because it seemed like a fantasy book. The rest of them?
There weren't like a ton. You see one that is discussing the great witches and wizards of. Okay.
What do the letters say?
As you look at the letters, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Sylvan, Elvish, Abyssal, and Deep Speech.
You recognize.
Ooh, what do I
The
see?
wording. You recognize Abyssal.
Oh, lovely.
Deep speech.
So, as you begin to read these letters, you see direct orders to attack the village. You see the orders of a being that will help protect with fog. You see that he is under their control. You see orders to trap and sacrifice. You see orders of continue the sacrifices until the stone disappears. You see orders of not to be captured, and if need be, sacrifice yourselves to fill the stone. The signature on each of these reads Jorvek.
Is that all there is
That
on
was
that
signature?
letter?
There's a signature that says Jorvek.
Jorake?
Jorveek. Jorvek.
I'm gonna take this letter and then what? Were there any other letters?
Those were all different letters.
Those were all the. I'm taking all those letters, and then I'm gonna go to Pearson.
So you guys watch as Felix walks in looks,
wait.
grabs, looks, grabs, looks, grabs,
I
Sees
am
all
grabbing
these
him
letters.
from
grabs
the back
all
of
the
his
letters and puts them in his bag, and then, okay, bye, and turns
Takes
to
the
walk.
one out of your
I'm
hand.
going.
Hell no, I'm
I'm
grabbing
going out
my
into the
collar.
hall. Is
All right.
Pearson out in the
As
hall?
you
Felix,
go,
you get your ass back.
as you
over.
begin to leave, you feel a hand
Pearson,
grab the back
ow.
of your collar, and you are, Pearson. You see like Felix start to walk out. Pearson, as he is.
Go poke my head
I've
into
been
that
nabbed.
room.
Oh.
In case there's
I've
some
been
kind
nabbed.
of specter that just took
As you step inside, you see Garadon holding the back of Felix's shirt.
How
What
naked
are
is
you
Medina?
doing
Fight
with
this?
those letters?
How naked
naked
is
would you-
Medina?
I'm not
Wait.
terribly naked. Like I
Okay.
said, I didn't put out.
On
But
a
I
scale,
am
on a
like-
scale of winter to Victoria's Secret, how?
What?
Comfy.
You've never been naked in the winter? That's crazy. What do you do when you have to like shower?
I don't know.
Gross.
Wow.
Trash, that trash.
I do shower.
Your poor wife, dude.
So I'm just sitting on the floor all crisscrossed applesauce,
While you're reading books,
reading a book.
forgot you did. I got you.
Felix, what are you doing while
First
you're
of
just
all-
taking the letters?
Unhand me, first of all. I don't understand why everyone feels so comfortable grabbing me by the nape of my neck. I do have feathers here, and they are actually quite delicate.
I'm gonna start looking like a vulture.
And at this point, I'm gonna start going,
Letters
oh.
back out.
I
Felix.
would say so. I will actually say Telesing, being a knowledge cleric, would have also been in the room with you guys, looking through some of the stuff as well.
Most likely.
Does she speak the language?
I
Jason
don't
has no
know.
idea. Because I'm the one that I've
I don't
sent
think
him character
Telesing
sheets.
speaks Abyssal.
I don't think she does, but she does turn to Felix.
I take back what I said.
Felix, you seem to have just taken everything without allowing us to look at them or even tell us what was in them.
Telesing.
Everyone seemed like they had their own thing.
You are taking
Unhand me.
our things that we are
Can I?
investigating.
Can I try to free myself?
Make a strength check. Make a strength check.
I'm not getting out of that. Pearson, come help me. I have stuff for you. Pearson, come help me.
What did you roll?
I already know I'm not making it. What'd you roll?
What did you roll? I asked you first.
It's strength,
Ladies
right? I
first.
got a 7.
7.
Oh,
just
I
for
win.
strength.
8.
Exactly.
There's a brief
She's
moment where you
barely-
think you're about
she's
to break
barely-
free, but he redoubles his grip and
I got
manages
a
to,
-1 on that.
Oh.
Crazy.
manages to keep holding you.
What?
So,
I
reached
have
for
stuff
the letters.
for
Slide
you.
him.
He's not letting me go. He's hurting me.
He's hurting.
He's hurting you.
He's hurting me.
Hold on.
Garrett,
He walked in and
Yes,
just
it would
grabbed
be-
the letters
it would
off
be
the desk
sleight
that
of
we're
hand.
looking at.
we can talk about it. You're
It would be
hurting.
sleight of hand.
15.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
For my bag of holding? You said dexterity saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Do math. 22.
He's able to slap your hand away.
Oh, he's putting his hands on me too.
I'm gonna block the doorway.
I'm gonna
No, I'm
stand
pretty
up.
sure
You
Pearson's
guys were all on the
I'm
same
in the doorway.
team.
Pearson's in the doorway.
I'm being manhandled and I'm being.
Felix, we can all look at this stuff.
Why would you take the letters? Bring them back out so we can all see them.
You know,
You're-
so hang on.
We just
So
have to get Pearson.
real quick, Garadon.
Felix is acting.
Hang on.
Very
Let me
strange.
finish. Bad call to grab his feathers and hurt him. Felix, just call me into the room next time.
I don't know if you were in the hallway or if you were still on the floor.
He walked in and grabbed the
Dude, it's-
letters and stuffed them away.
It's one house. Like, just yell a little bit.
But if you can't see me, you don't know.
Felix, take the letters
Well,
out.
no.
that
I
you
don't
just
listen
took
to
from us.
children.
Felix, take the letters out.
I got them for you anyway. Here you
Put them in the
go.
middle of the room. What did you want me to look at specifically? All of it.
Yeah, they just seemed important to you. You just seem like you might know what they're
Can you
pertaining
read
to.
this?
No.
You look at them and you have no idea what they're saying.
The old man read is crazy.
Be more respectful towards what people are doing.
They were reading them.
And
They
then-
were there.
And then you made it so that they couldn't read them. Do you see how we got there?
I don't think they wanted it. They just seem more important for you to have.
He wasn't even in the room.
Thank
I
you.
feel like he might know better what to do with them. He feels like a very team leader right now.
This, to me, is kindling for a fire.
But it has-
Don't set it on fire. Yet.
But it seems important. I think you
It
should
might be.
No,
I can't read it.
it's right there.
Felix,
I'll
can you
hold it up
read
to
it?
Felix's face. Can you read it?
I'm gonna start listing what one paper says.
All right. Felix begins to read
Is
off.
there more than
You
one?
can read this?
Yes.
Okay.
It
That's why
literally
you think-
says
said he just
here,
read
and I'm just
Okay.
going down that one paper.
So Felix
I
reads them
think
all out
it
loud
might
to
be
us.
a-
Felix, are you reading all of them or just
No,
the
I'm
one?
just reading the one paper he shoved in my face.
Okay.
It says right here
It
clearly.
better be a good one.
It better be
Let's
a
all
good one.
let's all take one out of Medina's book, sit down on the ground, and have a nice reading circle. We do popcorn reading.
And that's what
Bibbles-
those plans presented to
Bibbles
the
begins
group
playing a
before he
small
took them.
tune.
I'm with you. What?
Bibbles begins playing a small tune. Just enjoying some good music as you
Library
guys also.
music?
Yes.
Is that helping it? I'm not kidding.
Pearson,
Study hall.
you hang on to the letters. Felix is acting a
I
little
still
strange.
can't. Felix is always acting strange. I can't read them.
Just
I
hang
brought
on to
them
them,
for
maybe
him.
present them to the group a little bit later.
Can anybody
I
else
don't
in
know
the
if it
group
looks
read
like
a pistol?
Anapluism.
You're a little more responsive.
I'm gonna stick them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
They made it to who I was trying to get them to anyway, so I'm all set for it.
I'm gonna go back and help Medina with interpreting the book, if that helps. Staring at puzzle shit.
I mean, you already rolled for that trying to get it earlier, so it's. I mean, you guys can kind of work together. Maybe
I don't know if it's like a time thing. Yeah, let's
Just
go.
be
ahead.
a, team
you have to study it
building
for a while to
exercise.
understand what's going on.
I'll help her study.
Wait, did you want me? Did I read the rest of those papers to you, or did you just put them all away?
I've put them all away
Okay,
after
I'm just
you
gonna
read the
assume.
first one.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume you know what to do with them.
I do.
Can I see what she's reading? Just skim over it.
Yoink!
No. I just want to
Holding
look
it.
over. I just want to look over.
In the
Hands
middle
to
of
myself.
this,
Don't touch it; it will literally fall apart.
Shh,
but
child
you can.
or adults in this room.
Whoa,
Also-
Felix.
Felix, I also feel like Garidon has more than earned his place with us.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm definitely losing my patience.
You always lose your patience. That's normal for a child. Anyway, what do I skim over?
How would you know it's normal for a child, Felix? When's the last time you
I'll
talked to
have you
yours?
know, I've
Oh,
seen mine. I just haven't
fuck.
seen him in a while.
I'm sorry, it's been a long day, everybody. We should just chill.
I Pat.
You're talking about patience. You walked up and literally just snatched the letters from us.
They were being unused. They were being unused. Shh,
I'll
child.
learn it.
Okay,
I
okay, hold up.
Skim. I
I
just want to
cannot
skim from
concentrate
standing.
on this book while everybody's chattering, so if you all can just think in the
20,
in the
I am
hallway or
going to
something.
pluck a feather
Felix, let's go.
No,
Right
we are
from-
not
He's
plucking.
assaulting me.
right from his arm.
No.
I
So
think
move
the
on.
Erno comes upstairs.
Hey, Jace.
Right in the armpit.
Am I allowed
First
to-
of all, I have
Help
long
me read this.
sleeves. I have
I
long
did it with my
sleeves.
foot
Yes.
in the
But
first
you
couple.
can't just grab those. And
I'm
first
gonna
of all,
use
how do you
bonus
know where
action
I'm
to
growing
cast Thunderous
feathers?
Smite
The
as
most
I punch the door
vulnerable
frame.
It's literally the only place you can really grab
Just to shut
anything.
people up.
So, as you guys are
for the
bickering,
cloak.
Medina trying to concentrate, Aranel coming up the stairs, Lokag chuckling in the corner.
Does anybody have cast a circle of silence or something?
Casting something.
Bibble's just kind of going, I'm staying out of this one. And Telesing just sort of sighing in frustration. You guys hear a loud
Now I come running in the room.
as Pearson, his fist glowing, he strikes the side of the door and the entire door frame as lightning or kind of a thunderous boom shreds the wood where his fist lands.
I pucker.
Everybody, stop fucking talking. Please.
What is going
Medina.
on in here?
You should take as much time as you want. You, follow me.
He quite
Please.
literally grabbed my feather and he pulled it.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
You know what?
Felix!
I'm gonna throw hands. Not at you though.
I'm gonna throw hands at Felix.
Okay? Roll the hit.
You go first, because you went first.
Literally
At
go.
disadvantage, though.
Disadvantage.
I was gonna
Aren't there
utilize
laws
that.
against brawling in a library?
Hold
This
on,
isn't
hold
a
on.
library.
We're playing this out.
Stop him.
Yeah, no, I just want to use my hand to like back his hand away from me to like.
Who?
This man.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Plucking
do
my,
anything.
you plucked my feather, bro.
Okay. Roll
Can
the
you
hit.
do 20 then?
Okay.
Just after the fact. No, but I still miss. Like major.
Okay.
One.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
block that.
you miss as you attempt to whack his hand away.
I'm just gonna full Nelson Felix.
Can I roll
Take
to
him
stop
into the
him?
hallway.
I'm just trying to help with
Please,
here.
please just follow me.
I just want to hold my nape right now at this point. Like.
Please.
Alright.
You make those exact sounds as he's like dragging.
I'm just holding my nape now because I
All
look
right,
hurt.
Pearson, you drag Felix out of the room.
Just downstairs.
Guard
outside,
follows.
Fucking wherever.
You guys make your way outside.
Anywhere that there's a place where they can settle their beef.
All right, you take them. There's a good open space, no problem.
Let go of Felix. Figure it out. Right now. I'm
Wants-
leaving.
Wants to fight?
I want you to figure it out. If that means you fight, then fuck it.
I follow.
I'm not trying to harm him. He's just thinking,
I don't
Dumber
think that's a
than
very
usual.
good idea. What happens when Gary fights people?
Lokag is fight, 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 fight.
Shut up,
As he
Lokag.
followed
I'm
down.
not
Yeah.
telling them to fight. I'm telling them to figure it out.
That's
If that's
Key
how you
words for
interpret
fight.
that, then fucking awesome.
What is going on?
This coming from me, I think you're both acting childish. As he takes a
Ever
bite.
say that.
As he takes a bite, and then you see
He said,
Telesing.
"Let's go."
You see Telesing whispering in his ear that, and you get the sense he was whispering what Telesing wanted him to say.
I'm leaving. I'll leave.
Okay, where do you go?
I want to know what's going on.
Man, I'm gonna go out for a cigarette.
Okay,
Pearson does not smoke.
I know. You step out. You go kind
Don't
of
go
back
far,
towards.
just still
You kind of go back
zombies.
towards where the stone was at, and you just kind of lean against the remaining pillars that are still sort of in that area. Aranel, you're just kind of what? And everybody except for Medina is outside watching whatever's about to transpire between you two, as Medina is still studying vigorously this book. Lokag has pulled out a few snacks and is snacking on them. Bibbles is just sort of definitely playing a little off key right now as he's a little nervous about what's about to happen.
Oh, this is awkward as fuck. But like my dad make me and my brother try to hug it out. I don't know if I trust him.
It doesn't goes for both of them. You know what? I'm walking away. In
If
fact,
you guys are
I'm
talking to
leaving
me,
this
I'm still
space.
not there.
I ain't talking
Okay,
to you.
alright.
I choose to leave the space. I will be leaving. I'm just walking away in
Try not to
irritation.
steal anything.
I'm walking away in silence. I am going to hold my. I walk
Alright,
away.
you guys watch as Felix walks in a different direction than Pearson.
I'm walking towards this whole fight mess that we had, away from the building. we're in.
Okay, so I put Pearson over in that direction.
Ah man, opposite direction from him. I ain't trying to
Okay.
follow that man.
Alright. So you step off on your own
Yeah.
to think about what just happened
Go cool my head.
and cool your head. You hear Lokag as you walk away and just go, oh. But you all stand there, minus Medina, not sure what to do.
I'm just gonna walk back inside, do my own thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to Medina.
Did you ever see the teaser trailer for Dead Island 2?
I did not.
We'll get into it later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a run with my fucking magic zombie repellent. I knew it.
Just run through the zombies.
Okay. With the thunderous smite that you did, there are several that are starting to make their way towards you. But are you running directly at them, like attempting to attack them, or what's the?
I'm mostly just going for a run. If I can lead them away, I'll do that.
Okay. So you start to run towards the ones that are heading towards the village. As you run past some of them, they just sort of like, boom, as you kind of bounce off the barrier that you have around you, and then, but they begin to sort of follow you as you know, come on, leading them away from the village and where your allies are at.
And for a while, I'm gonna like just keep glancing back to make sure there aren't more going like towards the house. Basically, for as long as I can see the house.
Okay.
I'm gonna proceed with what I was doing in the first place. So I'm going back in that room. I'll go chat with Medina. Have you figured anything out yet?
Don't bother.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
over her shoulders.
Figured so much out.
No, you're not. Felix.
Still working on it.
Can I stare at it with her?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a little awkward.
Like, should I
Kinda
roll or
rubbing
just-
my
No,
girl's shoulders right now.
what you had before is still your roll for that.
That's pretty good. Roll then.
Yeah, it's not bad. You just feel like you're getting that before a boxing match massage going on as you're trying to focus.
It's not a hard massage.
As you
Go ahead.
begin to walk off, you do see Pearson go running off, drawing most of the zombies away. You see one or two kind of slowly start to saunter towards you, bounce off of the bubble that's around you as well. As you begin to walk through this area, you see the destroyed homes of the people that lived in these areas. You see the farms, the crops destroyed, the livestock killed and rotting, and it's not a pretty sight. It's a very dark area, all things considered.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep in this area for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look at what there is.
Alright. You continue to wander around, just kind of looking at all the different homes. Yeah, it's nothing too interesting, just what was once you could guess, a pleasant village from your travels that you've been in, but now a massive graveyard of horror. So, you two spend a good portion of the rest of the day studying this book, slowly making progress, starting to understand a little bit more intricate coding and some of the dialogue that is beginning to come through. The first bit of dialogue, I need you both to make, I'm going to say performance checks? No. We're going to say sleight of hand checks, as you guys are attempting to turn the pages occasionally. What'd you get?
Your sleight of hand.
8.
10.
Ooh. Okay. It starts to get a little more difficult as you begin to slowly tear some of the pages.
Wait, stop. I think we should tell something. I saw her do something about like preserving the life of books before. Maybe she could preserve this book.
Maybe.
Telesing, if you're watching, do you have any capabilities as far as preserving books in your repertoire? Because I'm not sure if you do.
I don't know if it's just like for living creatures.
It's
I don't
for
think
the
she's
ones
watching,
you
but
did
people
was for living
watching
creatures.
sure.
Yes, it was
Okay.
not for books, but she is also a knowledge cleric, so
I
therefore
mean, if
she
she's got
might.
like a mending cantrip,
True.
Oh.
I don't. But if she does,
But as you guys do continue to go through, some of the pages do tear a little bit, which does hinder your progress. However, you start to see in the coding a story. The original writing is about a it's about a young boy who lost his family but found new family, and the main story is a very cheerful yet beginning sad story that leads to prosperous life and great
happily
things.
ever after.
What you guys are able to discern from what you've learned in one day, because you guys woke up, went to the Feywild, and came back in the same time frame, so
Right.
all this stuff happened probably before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you guys had from 1 till about 9 or something like that to read. Using the coding, you're starting to see inside this story is actually the tale of Vera from after her party was killed by the god that they attempted to overthrow. It
Vera male?
no, Vera's female. From what you guys have gathered so far, Vera, wanting revenge on this sad deity, sought a pact with Orcus, who granted her even greater powers. The powers of, and this is where it begins to get tricky for you, you're not able to understand, but a being that is beyond death. You see that she was the one who released Orcus into the material plane during the war known as the Annihilation.
Playing during the war.
You see a few comments of the role that she played in the war, how it was the continent you are on now that the first rift into the abyss opened. You know the abyss to be the rift was originally opened in the you pull out your map to start making some of the notes as well. You're able to determine that the rift was opened in the continent of the ship.
Does it give approximate location where we kind of like circle broadly?
Not in so much detail of what you're able to figure out yet. You are able to determine that she was very prevalent at the beginning of the wars, but seemed to have disappeared as the wars continued. You read that there were other attempts to go after the deity the deity that she attempted to kill before, with no success. The next bit of information you get is after the war, when Orcus and the other demon lords were sent back to the abyss by the Celestials. She was found and sealed away, as that seemed the only option, as no one was able to kill her. And that's about the gist of the information you've been able to get in one day.
Did it describe anything of where or how she
No,
was sealed?
not yet. You guys have only. I would say this covers about 10 to 15 pages of this book, and it is approximately 50, 60 pages long.
It's about a quarter, fifth to a quarter.
Perhaps we can continue this on tomorrow once we get a little well rested.
I would say Telesing probably helped out a little bit in this as well with her knowledge domain. Don't have a book. Who has a player's handbook? I can borrow?
Hammer Daddy?
I do. But you put it right there.
Oh,
Damn.
I have my books right here.
Oh,
Book
my
is good
bad.
enough for you?
No. Holy, that is so many tabs. I can't even open the book.
Open it from the top
Oh,
or
from the
bottom,
top,
bro.
yeah. Okay.
Top or bottom.
Jeez Louise.
Was there any clues on the deity that she attacks?
With the information you guys got, no. Not yet.
Yes.
Yeah, that may come later.
Is this written in any other languages?
I'm sorry?
Is this written in any other languages?
So the book they are reading, it is in common, but it is, even as they describe it to you as you're looking at it, you are not catching any of it because it is so coded and so
It's in what?
it's in common.
Oh.
So this world's version of English. If we were speaking Spanish, it'd be this world's version of Spanish, but because we speak
Why?
English.
It's like it's in common, but it's encrypted.
Correct.
Why wouldn't I catch any of it?
Because they're the ones who made the investigation check and you were there more for moral support.
Right.
I'm only allowing
Right.
Telesine to jump in on this because of her knowledge domain.
Maybe her hammer daddy can help us. She has an axe daddy. She has a hammer daddy too.
You're not the only one that has two names.
Oh, okay.
Hammer daddy action.
So she can use a channel divinity, knowledge of the ages.
Ooh, hell yeah, tell us thing.
So that will help.
It's a
Hold on.
good story.
Will that help today or tomorrow?
That will help tomorrow.
Chelsea, while you're here, can you just like reach in my bag and I'm gonna pull out the
Ring.
beholder tentacle?
Oh no.
Can you preserve this so this doesn't go bad on me? Okay, thank you. I might start getting a little sticky very soon here. See that long trip?
You need a bag of Colden.
Or we just have a player. It's 10 days.
That works too.
Preserve it. Put a little pickle juice.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say knowledge of the ages will come in handy tomorrow. But yeah, I was just curious if there's anything she had specifically that could help you guys.
That's cool.
So you guys go until your eyes start to feel heavy, studying this and finding out certain bits of this lore, until you start to see your party around you slowly begin to fall asleep one by one, eventually realizing probably time for you to go to sleep.
I'll go home.
I would assume.
Is there anything cool on the way there or back?
Make a perception check.
You got it.
I'll go home. I'm gonna just take off with everybody. So far away.
7.
7.
Clean up the party.
With the fog gone, you do find that this is, honestly, minus the destruction that happened here, a relatively peaceful place. As you run and you draw the zombies away, while this horrid scene is in front of you, you can also see the light of Pelor coming down onto this area. You see.
Am I sure it's the light of Pelor?
That's crazy.
Make a religion check.
At advantage?
No.
My God.
Nope.
Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. 20.
Nice.
Yes. This is the light of Pelor.
Dude, I'm gonna take off my amulet.
Your Pelor amulet?
No, the zombie repellent amulet. 'Cause
Yes.
I got
You
my
feel like
guy
you're
on
cheating?
me. I don't
Step in the pocket real quick.
I think he's pretty
He's
cool.
not a jealous guy.
No, because he knows that at the end of the day, he's mine, you know? Or rather, I'm his.
But you can see the light of Pelor, the sunshine, not having been able to beam on this land for quite some time from the fog, is now shining beautifully.
I'm gonna take a moment to just, like, dig it.
And you get the sense why this was actually a very nice village at one point. As you can see the village out in front of you, sort of highlighted in the sunlight. It's a beautiful sight.
And yeah, action dash every round on my way home.
All right. You lose the zombie horde as they are much slower than you, and you kind of leave them in the forest where they're just kind of wandering. You make your way back to the village. As you do see. Felix, make a stealth check.
Dirty 20.
You do not see Felix off in the distance, but Felix does see you sprinting back to the village. Felix, I'm assuming you go back at some point.
There was actually like barns and places out here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to chill out with that for the night. One
Okay.
of those
All right.
in a little farmhouse.
As you guys begin to drift off to sleep, you do notice that Felix does not come back for nights. Some of you might have a little bit of worry. Some of you, oh well, feelings. But eventually, slowly, you begin to all drift off to sleep.
So I made it back.
You do make it.
Can I say something when I get in?
Sure.
Where's Felix?
That-
I'm not. I was wondering.
Did you see any?
Would you like to go look for him?
If you're already going, sure. I was mostly just gonna see. Do we know if he has his amulet?
No idea.
Tell us soon.
I think he did. I
I'm
think he had
pretty
the
sure he had his amulet, and he went that direction
Damn, look like a
Sure.
snitch.
when
What
he
was it? No, okay.
when he threw his temper tantrum.
Oh,
You know what? I'm not there to defend
Apt.
myself. Wish I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which again is rich coming from me.
Let's go take a look.
Pierce and I are gonna go look for Felix.
Just for a little bit.
All right. Go ahead and make a investigation. No, you guys, because you're trying to track Felix, this would be a survival check.
I'm gonna help you make that check.
So you get advantage.
I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
He says he wants to go with.
That's fine.
Locag also follows.
I love it
You
when
said
we split the
what?
party at night.
I love splitting parties.
So hard.
With the natural 20.
Very easily, you see the claw prints of Felix.
Angry Felix.
Yeah, stomping away towards.
I stopped stomping at some point. Okay.
I mean, with the 27 though, even then,
Yeah. But I stopped
Uh,
stomping at one point.
you're
I
able
swear.
to see, and you have clawed footprints, which is much different than most of the things that are in this area. So
Which is nothing.
you very quickly find Felix's tracks lead to a barn. You guys enter the barn
It's like a
and
little farmhouse.
little farmhouse.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
said
entered
barn.
the farmhouse.
You did say barn.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But you guys eventually find a farmhouse. It's a little run down. One half of the roof seems to be starting to collapse in, but the other half seems fine. And you do find Felix sitting in one of the rooms. Doing what, Felix?
Jack it off.
First of all, no. So
Answer your
I can be found.
He's not there.
I know. I don't worry. I'm like, I could be found in one of the rooms. Just like I pulled up like just some chairs to the table. I just cleaned up. Essentially, I just cleaned up the house at that point. Making things look nice and everything. That's all I'm doing. I'm just quiet in silence, just cleaning up the house, picking things up, folding things, putting things away.
Okay. You
Planning on
see,
staying a while, Felix?
No.
you see Felix doing dad mom stuff.
Doing what?
Dad
Dad
mom.
mom.
Dad mom.
Are you still in pain?
No.
Okay. How are you feeling emotionally?
I don't like these questions.
Okay.
I'm fine. Put more stuff away.
Do you have your amulet with you?
Do I have to wear it on me, like, or does it, as long as it's on me?
I would like for you to wear it.
Wait, that was a DM question.
As long as it's on.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just pull it out of my pocket
Okay.
and then put it back in.
Just wanted to make sure you were alright. For the record, you were not any more in the wrong than Garadon was. I was not trying to single you out, but you both need to reach some kind of an equal. Doesn't have to be right now. Did you just say no?
I didn't say no. I started to say something. I'm like, never mind. Just put stuff away. Hold. Swipe.
You cool if we just like stay here?
I've already set up the other main two rooms. Find yourself, like, living room. There's a couch I dusted off.
will say.
I forgot you were there. You were so quiet.
How did you miss me? I'm 8'4",
Well, to be fair, my back was turned. too.
380 pounds.
My
Like,
back was
I'm-
turned.
I'm-
My back was turned. I'm not facing these
Gray and bald.
Yeah.
gray and bald. It's crazy.
It just
With-
doesn't have that presence.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm large.
That charismatic presence.
I'm working in the dark too. Like I can't.
You've dark vision.
I know exactly. I'm working in the dark.
If
But you
I
can
may
see-
say so, I was hoping for a fight,
Man, I know
But-
you were.
but I don't like it when our friends and our family are fighting each other.
He said, "Boo, big gray and bald."
Big great man.
We need to be more understanding of what's going on. In his defense, you took stuff without even saying a word. In your defense, he grabbed you without saying a word.
You also grabbed me without saying a word. This conversation isn't.
50 more words than Locag would ever say at one time.
Communication is the key to any
It's a big word.
any successful relationship.
It's a lot of
You
words
learned
on
that
there.
from Telesing. That's a direct quote.
I think I said it right. I don't remember, but that's something like what she said.
She put a bug in his head. She's
Not
just
that
feeding
real.
him.
She's like
Message.
casting, sending. Say what I say.
Tell it exactly as I say, word for
Nothing
word.
more, nothing less.
But I think we should all be better at communicating. Good night. See-
Weirdly enough, I agree with that.
So it's just me, Medina, and Bibbles right now, just past that.
And tell us him.
And tell us again.
Oh,
It's 4-4 right now.
I know, they're not playing hide the sausage.
Oh no.
Trying to think what's big and gray.
A kielbasa, dude.
Give us.
Yeah. That's an image.
I said sausage for a reason.
Well, I'm thinking of like the Avengers: Age of Ultron when he's like, "Are you and Banner playing hide the zucchini?"
All right.
So, but I'm trying to think of like what could be used for gray.
A sausage.
Grey worm? Oh, God.
Anyways,
Haggis.
Reference.
that's all I got. Good night. And he lays down in the small hut. You see him kind of like curl up by the door to like block it pretty well.
Is there a small hut in the farmhouse?
The farmhouse is small.
I mean, the farmhouse is small.
Yeah, he's
It's-
calling
it
the
is a
farmhouse
house.
a small.
Not a hut.
It's not a hut.
Okay.
Some houses are
it's a very
huts.
small house, like only two
Some
rooms.
homes are huts.
But
I think
not
that
all
there's
huts
a
are homes.
stature difference between a hut and a house.
Chat, what's the answer?
Yeah, chat.
No, chat, don't help them.
Someone's gonna answer that now. They've already asked for help.
Anyways,
Sen or Amanda are about to listen.
Not you
Yeah.
actually asking.
I'm just.
but yeah, he lays down and goes to sleep.
The hut is smaller and less properly built. Maybe who cares? Anyway,
Well, I'm done with this room. I'm gonna move into another room and start fixing up that one.
I don't wanna
There's
say
not a
anything in
lot
front of the
to
DM.
fix up.
I'm dusting at this point now.
I told
the
you.
floors.
Amanda says hut is a one-room building. House
So
has
it's not a
multiple
hut, it's a
rooms.
house.
Oh, let's have Bibbles do the first shift.
That sounds good.
So
Okay.
you said,
I'm
sorry,
napping
missed that.
hard.
You
That's
see
valid.
you
You
see
should
you
nap
see you
hard.
see Bibbles just kind of
You're
plucking at
obviously
his
grumpy.
guitar or his lute, and he just goes, "Huh? I'm doing what?
I'm asleep.
I'm what?" He looks over at Telesing, tells what? Damn it. And he plays a song of rest. All right. What are you guys doing?
I'll stay up for watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Make a perception check.
I was gonna suggest that we go back.
Well,
Locag's already.
Locag's already asleep. I feel like he's
Literally
planning to sleep
walking
out here
with-
anyway.
All right.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
24.
24. As you look out through some of the cracks in this house, you see the dead are moving around. You start to see as the night falls, ghosts begin to come back again. They glide over you going, "We have more room now." But they don't seem to...
My house is so clean.
Wow, who did this? They're also flying over you guys, but you guys are asleep, so you can't hear them.
The Bibbles knows.
Bibbles knows. We haven't been here for a long time. As they go through the house. But yeah, he rolled a pretty high perception check as well.
That's right.
But nothing seems to bother you guys or attack you guys in the first watch. Who's taking second watch?
I will.
Alright. Who's taking second watch? Telsing could take second watch.
Yeah, it's a Tellison.
Alright. Oh, I wonder where Lokek is. Perfect, she's very distracted by that. But,
I'm also wondering where Lokak is.
with a natural one?
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh. You trip over Lokek looking for him.
Still don't know what you tripped over.
Still don't know what you tripped over. But yeah, fortunately, even though you both rolled not exactly great, nothing seems to happen in the second.
I love these pendants.
Thank God.
Nice.
Yes, the pendants are definitely helping in this situation, 100%.
That's gone.
Who is taking third watch?
I'll take third.
Okay, go ahead and both of you guys make perception checks.
You're up naturally, right?
Yeah. Dirty 20? Nice. You hear a faint singing sound coming from the big mansion.
That was 20.
Also a dirty 20.
Ah. You get the sense someone's listening. And it's not the ghosts, as some of them do stop and are like sitting on the bubble, just kind of.
Lily Bell looks at them and is like, "That's my best friend."
Lily Bell rises up off your belt and goes, "Go away!"
That's crazy.
And bashes all. No. Lily Bell does not have that power.
She hasn't checked to see if Lily Bell's back yet.
I mean, nobody else is talking to me.
What do you see?
Lily Bell? Are you there?
Her existence.
Lily Bell? I'm here. It feels like forever.
Starts crying.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Really? It doesn't feel that long to me.
I missed you.
I miss you, always.
We went somewhere and you weren't there.
You did?
Unless it was all a dream. Yes.
What?
I have a question.
Okay.
So, we all went to the Feywild and I couldn't talk to you.
You went to the Feywild?
Yeah.
Weird.
It was super weird. There was this guy, he was in the fog, he was upside down.
I saw that part.
Well, he took us to the Feywild and then brought us back after we were done
I
doing
remember
the thing.
you talking about it, but I wasn't able to go with you.
Why not?
I don't know.
Have you ever been?
No.
Have you ever been anywhere else?
No. I've always been by your side.
Can't believe that. I'm like,
Get out a little bit.
Not the get out of it, touch some grass.
Take a shower. Touch some grass.
Take your hair, touch
So
some grass.
what was it like?
it was really weird. Everything was weird. There was stuff that wasn't the way it's supposed to be and other stuff that was different from how it is. There was stuff that's not there. And you weren't there.
Did you see or meet any new friends?
No one like you.
You just get this sense of joy coming off of her. Did you meet any new enemies?
We killed one.
Nice.
Is my rival Aaron still with you?
I'm getting that.
No. I'm gonna tell Lilybell about the beholder because we had always heard about the beholder, but I'd never seen one in person. So I was like, it was basically like meeting one of your childhood monsters. So I'm gonna tell her all about
I
it.
hear that's a terrifying creature.
It was gross.
I'm glad you made it out okay.
It was a close one. It was really
I can
close.
imagine.
None of us died. It wasn't me this time though, so that's good.
Did you and Aranel get closer? You hear like there's an apprehension in her voice.
Yes. We got closer.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not really hearing a lot of enthusiasm in that good.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Make an insight check.
Is my doll gonna kill my girlfriend?
Yeah.
She
With the
sounded a whole
13,
lot
am I
stronger.
at all clued in the fact that she's
Looking at the face of a
uncomfy?
doll,
That doesn't move?
it's hard to say.
Well, then I'm just gonna continue being happy for Aranella.
Okay.
Yeah.
She seems to
her
enjoy.
buttons
She is putting off emotions that you are sensing, and you are getting the sense that she's happy for you.
Happy and worried.
There's definitely an apprehension
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, Aranella and I got really close. It's been really lovely. She's so nice. And kind and smart and pretty and strong. And
there. You're all those things too.
but it's good. It's good.
Okay.
And then
Anything else?
I hug Lilybell. Do you know anything about and then I whisper Orcus's name to her?
There's a brief pause. I've heard this name.
Well, it seems like this is one of the guys that's behind a lot of the really terrible stuff that's happening. And we don't know how to help, how to stop it. I whisper Vera's name to her, like even quieter because I'm really creeped out about what I witnessed with the bloody rock.
Vera doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. But you've heard of
I've heard of.
see. Do you know how we can stop him?
No.
Okay. All right. I don't think a doll would really know anything about a puzzle book.
We won't know till we try.
Okay. So I take her out and I kind of like hold her at the book. Like,
As you hold the face of the book, you just hear, you know, I can't actually see you, right?
I did not realize that. Lilybell, I'm sorry.
The magic demon doll doesn't have fucking dark vision.
Sorry, I can't be more helpful in this.
I get it. Just I figured. You never know. You never know.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
Current events.
What's on the news right now?
What's the weather like?
In that case, I'm just gonna.
Nobody in the comments actually answered that question.
Yeah. In that case, we're just gonna sort of keep watch.
Okay. All right. So, the two of you guys keep watch. Nothing seems to be happening or approaching. Garda. In the 6 hours that you have been asleep, you suddenly find yourself in a room you haven't seen for a very long time. It's the living room of your home. And sitting in his favorite chair, your father. He's holding the falchion. He's just staring at you.
Is this real?
The familiar, soft voice. From a certain point of view, comes out of your father's mouth.
And what view is that? My own? Yours? My father's?
Having seen the effects of many different kinds of magics, can we really say anything is even real anymore?
I walk over and touch his hand.
It seems to sort of fade through.
Like an illusion or ghastly?
Like an illusion.
This is more like the magic that I use on a regular basis. To trick others.
To a certain extent, yes.
Are you using this magic on me as well?
I wouldn't say I'm trying to trick you, if that's what you're implying. I merely wished to check on you. You briefly suffered the same fate as your father. I wanted to peer to you with a comforting face. And I know you respect it.
Hey guys,
What's going on?
you're distracting and Jace, can you actually tell me about it?
Talk louder? Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually having a hard time hearing.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I thought you guys were saying something to me, so that's why I looked over. Sorry.
I was making a joke.
Ah, gotcha. I want him to be a familiar face. And I know you respect him.
He was still a good father. Still loved him. He was a pain in the ass at times. Never
I
felt
know
like
that feeling. But, tell me, when you died, and you begin to feel a bit of anxious curiosity from this being, what was it like?
empty. Cold.
Really?
I'm also not sure. Can you truly remember death? Our memories are our own. The memories either reside in this body or on a different plane.
You ask more philosophical questions than I do. But I like it.
I thought you would know more. You're so powerful.
When you were dead, did you hear the sound of chains rattling?
I don't believe so. Why do you ask?
It was not as I had hoped.
From my memory, is it either one of the chains?
No.
That's all.
When you put the sword into the... Just to give you a little
Was
reminder.
it like grinding with it?
No. So when you put the sword into the sword in the hole. Thank you.
to the hilt.
All the way to the hilt. You do remember in the vision you had then the sound of massive chains falling and hitting the ground.
Okay, I think it's like something with metal.
Yes.
I thought it was like metal grinding.
To a certain extent, yes, it was like grinding as it fell.
Why are you asking about the chains? This sound was familiar when we last spoke.
Yes.
But why do you ask if I heard the same sound when I died?
As you may have guessed, I am also in service of someone, as you are in service of me.
Are these chains your chains
No,
that you are bound to?
no. But I am bound to the one in these chains. And I seek to bring them back to glory. And you and another are helping me.
So I have an assistant I have yet to meet. And what kind of glory should we look forward to?
You watch as the room breaks and you find yourself floating. And as you look around, you look down and you see a somewhat familiar sight.
A sect.
A familiar sight.
Sect. Okay.
You see the continent of Aphora, almost like a map that you've seen multiple times.
Like you're looking at it right
Sort of. But as you look down on this, you see masses beginning to move towards you. As you turn behind you,
Wait, as I'm looking down at Aphora, the masses are moving towards me.
sorry, they're moving towards one edge of the continent.
Masses like
From
an army?
not an army, more people.
Okay.
You see them all bow. You look to your right. You see a figure in shadow, holding a weapon. You with the falchion in your hand. This person has a very ornate spear in there. You look behind you.
The shadow, does it seem more like the dominant one?
No.
Or is it more like equivalent to myself?
Seems equivalent. Behind you,
And they are to my right?
yes. Behind you and slightly above you, you see a familiar shadowy form, as it is the form that this being has come to you and spoken with you before. Humanoid. And then, sorry. And then behind him, you see a massive form. It's hard to describe what you're seeing, as it seems to be moving, almost in a circular pattern. But you sense the presence of a powerful being. As you look,
Form, what does it look like? Color.
there is no
Material.
color. There is no. It's shrouded in shadow, but you see this form in constant movement, as though moving upon itself.
Like a Bill Clinton cartoon.
There's no color to it, no blue,
No
no
color.
anything like that.
it's all in shadow. As you look back down to the masses, many of them raise up treasures to you. You see one begin to float towards you. It's your mother. Her wings are back. She's smiling. You see another body rise up. This one is missing its head, but the head comes up next to it. It's the man you see, the man you seek.
That is enticing.
It all fades away, and you're back in your home. Continue to serve me, and the one I serve, and all shall be granted to you. You see the image begin to fade. The shapes begin to turn to smoke. The last thing you see is your father. He smiles.
Did I get a particular presence or feeling around this shadowy figure?
Make a perception check. Or an insight check. Insight.
21.
Looks like you're getting a visit from Big Daddy.
This ear tastes so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
The second aspect, is it bad emotion?
As this vision ends, you jolt awake as Medina puts her hand on your shoulder, waking you up for your watch, the fourth and final watch. And with that, we're going to go on a break. We'll be right back in about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we'll jump back into this.
The drama.
He likes me.
Hello, and welcome back
Oh,
to Die For Me. Thank you, Stephen.
I'm ready to die.
Hey, it's like a little catchphrase at this point. I like it.
You said the thing.
I said the thing. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into it. So, Garda, you are awake for your watch. No, not Medina.
Almost.
Aridel,
Yeah.
you are up for your second watch. Go ahead and make perception checks, both. 16.
Oh, perception. 18.
18.
I only got a 14.
14. Wow.
I know.
Real low.
My perception
Like a
was
what?
pretty
A
low.
2?
It was a 7. And then my perception is a 7. So 5 plus.
All right. Both of you notice, the zombies moving around, but thanks to your bubbles, none of them really come near you guys. None of them really seem to make any attempts to get into the house. However, you do see them start to gather in the village, and they are now munching on the bodies of the cultists that were left behind.
Their brethren. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty gross. But, Erno, one thing that you do see, you watch as suddenly, for the first time in a while, you see a bird fly over.
Cacaw.
Could actually work now.
What was it?
I mean, depending on the bird.
But you do see a bird fly overhead.
Is it a cacao bird?
It is not. But it is a bird.
Life returns to the forest.
I just smile and watch.
As it goes by, you are definitely reminded of home. Not the city you were taken afterwards, but with your mother. You can see her smiling face, the smell of her cooking. And you can't help but just reminisce. When you think about all that's happened since then, the differences in yourself, and you realize you've gotten strong. You have powerful allies. And this time around here. You all wake up refreshed and ready for the day. Telesing. I'm sure he's fine, but should we maybe go find Milk Cake? And everybody else,
Oh, man.
She would not have said everybody
She would
else.
not.
She would have,
She actually-
as a
she
second
would
thought,
have.
the way I
As a
played it.
second thought.
Yes.
As the way I played it
Just
was
like
actually
that.
pretty spot on.
That sounded so
Yeah.
accurate. Of course I was talking about everyone else.
For the record, you have
Hmm?
labeled things on the table.
I'm good to camera can see all the
Yeah, it's not a shot.
Yeah.
I suppose. I figured it would have brought back Felix last night, but let's go find him.
We should probably head out, guys.
Hopefully he didn't die.
I want to
Consider
be
half the
outside
party went with
stretching.
them.
I want to be outside the farmhouse stretching.
I'm gonna
Enjoying
go
the
find
nice
Felix.
weather.
right outside.
It's full workout time, Jace. Pearson hasn't done it in days.
You just went for a long
I
run.
run.
For hours.
I didn't get a roll for that.
So as you're doing push-ups and sit-ups and squats, zombies are bouncing off the bubble.
I'm not wearing my thing.
Oh, you're not wearing it?
I've got the Divine Light of Pelor, bro.
Okay.
Is it still on?
In that case, the zombies are
Doesn't
coming.
matter.
The zombies are coming towards you. They are getting closer and closer.
I'm gonna expertly and nimbly dodge from them. And,
I feel like this is an avoidable
slice them up.
situation.
Okay, so you are
Why are you
attacking
putting
them.
us in some Walking Dead situation?
I'm not putting you in any situation. I'm putting me in a situation.
Then we're gonna have to go help you.
For 3
Okay.
zombies?
3 to hit.
Oh, they don't hit.
Yeah. So you watch as Pearson nimbly dodges a couple of the zombies, but they do keep coming.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
10.
Still won't
Are
hit.
you using a foam one?
I don't have my other ones. They're in my backpack, which I did not bring today.
Do you want to borrow
Do you want
a
some
set?
dice?
No, I want to use the foam
No,
one. It
sorry,
works.
Your dice.
7.
We know your dice.
First of
No,
all,
sir.
I'll have you know I've been
Can you roll
rolling pretty
like a
well.
d10?
can now.
16.
No. Jay, I'm
And
going
I
to start
separated the
beating on
bad
them
ones
as
from
part
the
of the
good ones
workout
today.
with my
Okay.
sword.
Very, very quickly, you are able to vanquish the one. Like I rolled a 6. They're not hitting you at all. You are very easily
You can
using it as part of the workout.
One of them like tries to scratch me, but it's just like off the metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Give the damn blood spattered dice.
But yes, as part of the workout, you start integrating swordplay, getting used to the weapon, using your shield. Even though you don't necessarily need it, you just want to use it for practice. But yeah, you guys step out of the large home and you see everybody else is sort of watching, but Pearson is doing squats while also stabbing zombies. And 21.
Did Pearson go back to the large home?
Huh?
I'm
No,
outside.
they can see from the large home out to where you guys
Oh,
are at the
okay.
farmhouse.
Because the fog's gone.
Yeah, because the fog is gone. But yeah, you guys walk out, you see Pearson, 22, 40, 23, 41.
Sounds like the
Like
hardest part is
stabbing
keeping
zombies while
track.
doing this?
Yes.
Well, now I'm like jealous.
But yeah, you get go ahead and roll an athletics check as you do a pretty good workout.
Natural 20. 27.
Hell yeah. Very nice. All right. So, you all make your way down to where they're at, and you all kind of watch Pearson as he finishes up his workout. Bibbles makes a somewhat edible breakfast.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Sounds like Bibbles. He tried something new.
Yeah. He tried using the ingredients from the Fey Wild, but there was not the right ingredients here in the real world, so it didn't quite work. But what do you guys wish?
Weirdest pancakes I've ever had.
Eventually, Pearson ends his workout. You guys finish your meal. Zombies are bouncing off of you guys.
Just stand around.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, we solved the mystery of Sutton.
These zombies are gonna start wandering around.
How many zombies are left after Pearson gets done with them?
I mean, this is a very large area that this was encompassing, so you're not entirely sure. Are
these bodies attracting a lot of zombies?
Are any of the bodies turning into zombies?
No, none of the bodies are turning into zombies.
It might be a good time for Telsing to pop a lot.
So,
If they're all
Okay.
bad.
So yeah, Telsing does make her way over to a
If we
very
can
large
get them
group,
all.
and she does,
she womp womps.
and she does manage to disintegrate quite a few of them. Actually, she does manage to disintegrate a very large amount of them.
Because I was gonna say I can use thaumaturgy to call more over and then like just round them all up.
That'll protect
But
the
yes,
city.
you have to understand the fog cloud covered basically this whole thing right
That entire peninsula.
here. Yes,
In
it
other
was a
words,
very,
the
very
whole affected
large.
area. Yeah.
You guys came in through this area right here, and it hit you about right here. It was covering this whole thing.
So the whole area was cleansed.
Hmm?
The whole area was cleansed.
Perhaps
No.
when we leave, we should block their ability to lead freely through the path. Can your thaumaturgy break down the walls and create a barricade?
No, it just makes my voice 3 times as loud as normal.
Or perhaps block the way with vines or anything of that sort?
I mean, we could just put up a little sign that says "Dead Inside."
Don't dead open inside.
Don't dead, open inside.
It's the best episode in the whole series, by the way.
But
But I mean, without the fog and without the multiplication factor of the zombies, like if their population isn't growing and it's fairly contained and they're easy to kill, we can just kill as many as we can while we leave, and then when the rest of the proper army comes to repopulate Sutton, they can take care of the rest of it.
I'm gonna just agree with that.
I was thinking if we can try to trap them so they can't escape and kill more innocents.
what if
It's a common folk.
when we leave, we drop the pendants at the entrance of
Create
the
a gate of, or
Telsing.
create a gate of pendants.
Yeah.
So if each one has, how big's the radius?
For the pendants, I believe it was a
30-foot
30-foot radius. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just collect all the pendants from all of the dead cultists. And that way we
You know
can
what?
still,
It's a pretty good
Yeah.
idea.
yeah, smart
We gather all
Telsing.
the pendants.
Okay. You begin gathering all the pendants. You pull one out of the mouth of one of the dead zombies.
You can go.
Yeah. But yeah, you gather up all the pendants and you begin to make your way back to the cavern that led into this area. Or not cavern.
Tunnel.
Canyon?
Funnel.
Canyon. There we go. Thank you.
I'd like to go to a zombie that is munching, and I'd like to use a longsword to lop off its head.
Okay.
Oh.
You're so
That actually hits. Zombies have very low AC.
Holy crap, okay.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me double check because I'm pretty sure zombies have like a. I think it's like
that
an
is a terrible roll.
8 AC.
They don't have a lot of dexterity or constitution or
That's good.
They're loaded on charisma, though.
right? So hot right
15
now.
damage?
So
Hold
hot.
on. I just want to double check this real quick.
Ooh, can I two-hand? I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, their armor class is 8. So yeah, you very easily.
Two-hand.
How much
18
damage?
points of da- 18.
Doesn't kill
Again.
it. Okay.
I mean, just barely by the roll. It's gonna hit.
It hits.
Another 13. How many times do I gotta hit this thing before the head just pops off?
3 at this point. I'm pretty sure the third one will actually do it.
Does zombie have as much
Oh, that's
hit points as
Garuda.
Garuda?
Then 8 points.
That'll do it.
Okay.
You hear disembodied voice say to the zombie, "Make a wisdom save."
Do I notice anything?
What was the damage on the last one?
8.
8.
You watch as you do cut off the head of the zombie. Zombies have an innate ability. They have an innate ability that allows them to roll a Constitution saving throw when they get to 0 hit points, and if they succeed, they stay at 1.
Push them. No.
17 points. And that was
The head comes off again,
27 points.
and this time it stays dead.
Okay. I was like, this is going to turn into comedy.
It's an experiment. Do I notice anything with the sword?
No. This, as you cut off the head of the zombie, there really wasn't very much blood involved in this.
I wonder, like, if any blood is even lobby blood.
Doesn't listen to have any kind of reaction.
Gary, if you need blood, I've got a bag full.
That's true.
This-
You do.
If we're doing science.
I'm curious why you are offering this to me, but I'm open to this.
I also have a bag full of blood, in a manner of speaking.
I thought okay.
I mean,
I guess we all really do belong in this group.
right? I guess the question is, do you want, for science, do we want to like put the blood in like a little dish, or do you want to put the sword in the bag?
Well, if you have the bag,
High stakes sparring.
Blade into the blood.
Right, but do you want to dip the blade into blood in like a controlled dish, or do you want to put it in the entire bag?
Is this a normal bag or bag?
It's a bag holding.
It's got a lot of blood in it.
There's a lot of blood in it.
Okay.
I don't know what'll happen. I don't know how your shit works.
Anything that
Can
else you
you
have in there is
pour it-
actually covered in blood.
It's not my bag holding.
Whose
It's
is
little
it?
bags.
Oh, there's definitely
That's
other stuff
right.
in there.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Didn't he get rid of all the blood?
No.
No, she used it to
I
like.
used it to try to
run around
corral
and try
the
to
river of
Oh,
blood.
that's right. So
Oh,
there's
he,
no
yeah.
blood.
it was his bag that he was using for like the giant backstrap. So there was
Yeah.
blood still in
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's all
it-
kinds of gnarly
there
shit.
wasn't,
It was the
but he
nasty
got
stuff.
rid of all that stuff, so it was actually pretty empty.
It's his bag blood.
Can you try pouring the blood on my blade as I hold it?
Don't. Can a bag of holding work like that? Like a wine skin, or should I put a cup in it?
Dagger, hand, slice.
No.
I'm on it. It's
No.
already done. Check this out. I take 3 points of damage. Drops of blood on your blade.
Okay.
Any
No.
response?
As the blood hits the blade, you see it begin to pool on the blade and then disappears.
Okay.
Gross.
I'm gonna take the cup from my mess kit and scoop out a cup full of blood out of the bag.
Like you're handing out gruel in a prison.
I guess I'll
Yeah.
dip it into the cup.
You take the blade and you dip it in.
Why didn't that shit work on the rock?
That's what I'm thinking. So fucking confused right
Science. Okay.
now. Because I knew it was literally bloodthirsty, but I thought for sure it would want more blood from the
Finally
seeds.
giving me what I want. I want more.
Nothing.
Sorry.
You okay?
Do you want to try emptying out that bag?
It might seep into the ground. I feel like that would be a waste. Also,
Do
if
a nice drizzle?
I'm gonna whisper in Gary's ear, do you think it's safe to give it all of it at once?
Well, we have the entire group here. If anything weird happens, I'm sure you guys can all handle it.
Gary, I don't want to have to take you out, man.
Do what you have to do.
I don't want to like do a whole kamikaze situation here right now. Like I just wanted to see if it would work.
It definitely
Does,
worked. I
does the
just-
blood have to be fresh?
That was kind of my experiment with the zombies. Like, does it want fresh blood, any blood?
And
any
how long
blood?
is the blood going to stay fresh in the blood bag?
Not long.
Not long. I
Just
feel.
soaked it up. If anything, maybe we'll actually clean up the bag.
I feel like we should ask Lokag how much cleaning of his bag he is willing to undergo.
Hey, okay, you want a blood cleaning? Blood cleansing?
Don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting.
Kind of if I just take my sword and swirl around your bag of holding like a ladle.
That
Soak
sounds,
up the blood.
that sounds fun.
Yes. While all that's happening, can I cast Detect Good and Evil?
Yeah.
Looking specifically at Gary, Gary's sword, and Lilybell.
Lilybell's tucked away.
Where's Lilybell at?
And my tooties.
Yeah,
Your
like-
two-
Yeah.
Okay, then just May I?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Okay, never mind on that one.
Don't worry,
doing
I'm
this
just
shot.
looking at your heart.
Now.
Just because your boobs are in the way.
It's like you're in a
Fair enough.
tavern
Yourself,
again,
I'm
you're
sorry.
going for a
I'm
shot.
sure she does.
You just bury your face in there.
Okay, then I'm gonna look at Gary and Gary's sword. Just let me get my hands real quick.
It's so small.
I know, dude. It's genetic.
Gary,
Air it up.
what exactly goes on with your sword?
I think that's what we're trying to figure out right now, because what I thought was gonna happen did not happen, and whatever the fuck was in that rock is now free. Because it didn't work.
Well,
have
right,
any-
this is the same blood that went into the rock. It sure worked.
That's what I thought. So I
Does this
figured
have anything to do with your
I could stab at it.
blackouts?
Round two.
Video time.
Upload on our
The ones
OnlyFans.
that happened a long time ago.
And you're not gonna like drop that name is crazy. No, I'm kidding. For your fans,
It's
not for me.
possible.
Fuck that shit.
I'm not entirely sure. That's why I'm doing this experiment. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Does your other sword do it too?
No, it doesn't care about blood. I thought I could use the bloodthirst to stop this thing that escaped.
Man,
Yeah.
I haven't been hounded like that in a while, James.
So your sword has a bloodthirst.
That's how, that's the feeling I've always gotten from it. And as we can see now, it's absorbing the blood.
It's sipping. That's weird.
Yes. I just hoped it was going to do that much earlier than today.
Does it have to be blood? Does it have to be mine?
Feed me, Gary. Feed me all night long.
I just know that when we're fighting the giants, it seemed more at peace. And I use the blade more often. And I haven't had the opportunity to use as much as I wanted to, or it's wanted me to use it.
I just think it's weird that it's hungry for blood and not just like violence or death or souls. Like, why does it gain new? Like, it just feels like, oh, I'm hungry for corn. It's nutritious.
Gary, you're sure you want this is the path you want to go down?
It's not necessarily a path I'm going down, it's just a tool to help me help me reach my goals.
At what cost?
I mean, if we're already
I don't
killing things, it's the same cost. It's just less messy.
It is. Can I talk to you real quick?
It does clean up the mess.
Wow, round 3.
Listen, I'm young.
He's so virile.
I feel like if I understand.
How did it get bigger?
Swollen.
It's just
If I
It's from
understand.
all the sucking.
Close. We're so close.
I just
we are
feel-
not a child-friendly show.
I just feel if I understood it better, that I would have been more effective in that battle.
Hey, Caroline, if I may, there is an overwhelming darkness in that blade, and I think that right now is not the time to be testing its limits. So it is growing more powerful as we speak.
From the blood, or just
From the blood.
Science. I put the bag away. That was cool.
I'm glad that we know now that we should probably not indulge it too much further.
I can give you more power.
I'm gonna
least
give
I
the
know
blood
how it
bag
works
back
a
to
little
I
Lotad.
need more. First, in order for me to give you the power you need, I need power.
At least now I know more how it works. It craves what I thought it craved, but then it never did what I thought it would. I thought that the blood of an entity that's been absorbed the blood of hundreds of people and sacrifices would have done something. And perhaps it could have stopped whatever happened from actually happening. Wherever the fuck there went or came from.
Next time we strike camp, would you be willing to let me take a closer look at your sword?
I need more.
Closer look, like, what do you mean?
You would be in 100% supervision. But do you remember months ago, after you first attacked Medina,
Yeah.
that spell that I cast on you
It's
to
the
cleanse your soul?
power of Pandora.
Yes. I was wondering if I'm able to perform the same ceremony on your blade. I was wondering if that's something you would be interested in. Just as an experiment, if you will.
For science.
For science. You can say no, it's your property.
If you lose me, you will not avenge your family.
It's
Remember the
it's an
strength,
interesting prospect.
Think
the
about it.
strength you had the second I joined you.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to offer in case there's any interest. So, think about it. Get back to me.
Yeah, I definitely will. I think we should probably go back to Ricardo and check on him. Make sure he's okay with the dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Collect our stuff and give him
Oh my gosh.
some warning. Some zombies may have escaped before we get to the
We can
entryway.
give him an amulet just in case.
That's a good idea.
You know, I mean, if we've got like all these cultist amulets, we've got plenty to stretch across the entrance.
I
we
mean,
say.
Let's
I'm
breathe
no
for it.
expert, but he literally breeds drakes. I'm pretty sure they could handle a couple of these zombies.
Yeah, but you know, unless if
But
they're
what if there
sleeping.
were 150 zombies?
Yeah.
How many is that?
It is one more than 149.
Let's bring in.
It's 15
is
of
that a
these.
lot?
Let's give him 3. 1 to keep nearby, and maybe a couple to hang
It
around.
depends on
the
what
drinks.
we're talking. It's a lot of zombies,
Just to protect.
but it's not like
Or
a
like
lot of gold.
you know, each entrance,
Yeah.
like back door,
Okay.
front door, hint.
I think I understand.
Just becomes the thinker
Yeah.
for a few hours.
No, he's still just kind of like
He starts
trying to
getting a
ponder
fever
it.
because he's thinking too hard.
He starts to see veins pop in his head. He's having trouble thinking.
You're gonna pull something, please.
I did that this morning.
Tell us, sing.
Right.
Are you okay? Are you safe?
Meanwhile, she's just staring at that vein.
She reminds me of another vein.
Oh my god.
Pam, Keith, please come back.
they feed into it.
Oh, I know.
Tell us to be
Well,
over here
tell us
high
thing
fiving.
feeds into
Pam
it.
definitely feeds
Pam
into it.
feeds into it.
So,
He kind of just shakes his head.
But I would like to reiterate that I gave the blood bag back to Locag.
okay, he takes
Because
it.
it's his bag, it's
yeah,
fair.
yeah, he takes it. Puts it on.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why you give it.
All right, so you guys pack up and you begin to make your way out of the valley. As you do, Lokeg does kind of take a step back. Take another step back. Moves his way over to Gary. Opens the blood bag.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Do I see this?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I also make a perception check?
Nope.
Do I have to make a perception check or is my passive okay?
Your passive will work. What is your passive?
15?
I rolled a much higher sleight of hand.
I'm
Oh,
gonna keep my 15.
brutal.
Who's gonna ruin this?
What happened?
Do it.
I'm gonna put it in there for about 5 seconds.
Oh,
That's a long time.
you're so
You take the blade. It appears in your hand, and you see, for you only, you see a glow. A red glow. You turn it in your hand, and you slowly put it in the bag. Lokeg watches. As you do, I need you to make a no. So, okay, I'm gonna send you a text real quick.
I rolled for whatever you're gonna have me do, anyways.
I don't like that though.
I feel like Lokag would not have done
I feel like he would have.
Oh, he definitely
I feel
would.
like he would have.
He absolutely would have.
Keith, your thoughts?
I honestly don't think I could have played that any better as
If not
Keith.
just to fuck with me a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, it was 100% to fuck with him. All right. Hold on.
He swapped out the blood bag for the shit bag.
That sounds like something.
That is something he definitely would have done.
Oh shit! How long's that blood been in there, dude?
What the fuck are you doing?
Holy crap. Okay. For 5 seconds, you said?
5 seconds.
Okay.
A long freaking time.
It's almost a whole round of combat.
It's literally
Just wiggle
enough
around a little
to
bit, see how it
just take
feels.
all that blood out of there. All
Pull
blood.
it out if you don't like it. Careful, the bag is fragile. You can rip it.
Surely it's not that big.
Big on the inside.
Okay. So, I sent you a text.
Oh. There you are.
Did you guys see that Spaceballs 2 is coming out?
Yes.
Crazy.
10 feet.
Okay. So. And how long does it last? It's like 1 minute, right?
1 minute.
Okay. So, you guys didn't notice him put the sword into the bag. What you do notice, the wings pop out of Garadon's back. The necrotic shroud extends 10 feet, 20, 30, 40,
Holy shit.
50.
So at what point would Pearson be like, oh, Garadon has his sword in the blood bag. This is a problem.
Pretty quickly.
What can I do about it?
So, as it gets to the
Panic.
50, you do pull your blade out at that point. This is a 5 second thing. Like this is
Okay, it was
around.
that quick. Okay.
Yeah, he did it all in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I wasn't just gonna let it soak in
You
there.
kind of did. 5 seconds is kind of a so.
Well, the weird
I
part
don't know, it
was.
feels like you kind of
Low-key
jumped
acting
in.
shit.
Well, this was the bad part. Gardon started shaking, or not Gardon. Lopez started shaking, and then when he saw your wings pop out, he started jumping up and down with joy. But
It's not sex, guys.
You sure?
It's a loophole.
It's a loophole.
This is like some gross
we're
material.
literally
Yeah,
calling this
yeah.
episode "Soaking," soaking, shaping, and shaking and bouncing.
I think soaking's enough.
Soaking is never enough.
That's the name of the episode.
Just soaking is never enough.
Soaking is never enough.
But you feel your necrotic shroud extend to a 50-foot radius. The rest of you see this billowing black smoke coming off of Garudon, almost like, best way to describe it, looks like a Super Saiyan but with dark energy. His hair spikes up. You see the headband on his head
Goku
begin
Don.
to like shake as it gets looser and looser, but with his hair being pushed up. More or less, you feel your body begin to not grow, but a strength arises in you.
Rob.
Yikes.
You begin to throb with the soaking.
You guys are stupid.
And as you look at the blade, the edge of the blade now has a red tint, and as you move over to you have the urge to slice at something. You go towards one of the trees and you slice at a branch. It's like a hot knife going through butter. The red around the blade almost has a vibration to it, and it's. I realized it as soon as I said it.
Shout out to the sword with the vibration that's throbbing.
But it slices through a small branch like butter. You move to a bigger branch,
Something girthier.
a little bit girthier. You go to something thick. And once again, it seems like it cuts through like it is nothing. And as time goes on, this necrotic shroud, which is only supposed to last for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Hey,
If it
Garadon.
lasts for more than 4 hours, call a doctor.
Garadon.
Yes.
I'm afraid I have to insist upon seeing your sword today.
This may be the reason why. it
I'm
didn't work.
curious about it too.
Perhaps 5 minutes earlier, we wouldn't have failed.
Buddy, we have to have a chat.
Of course. Can I dismiss the necrotic shroud?
No.
Is there a log or a
How
rock
long?
that we can sit next
20
to each
minutes
other
go
with?
by before eventually it starts to
Magical
lessen.
priapism.
I'm
So it's
still-
not
I'm
like-
still at 5 minutes.
Hmm?
I'm not done at 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Is there a rock or a log that we can sit down on together?
Yeah.
Let's go have a seat.
With his giant freaking.
Stop right there. I don't need to hear the rest.
I
I
heard
said
something
wings.
else.
I don't think that there's any scenario with who we are right now that we could have come out on top of that interaction. I think that you are being too hard on yourself, and I think that you deserve a little bit of grace. We did everything that we could, and I don't think that whatever this is would have made enough of a difference. I don't think that you're weak. I don't think anyone else here thinks that you're weak.
This power, I could have destroyed it.
You haven't met me without my gifts.
This is
You
glorious.
haven't met me without mine. There's intrinsic value without arcane strength.
I never amounted to much of anything.
You're so young. You need to take it easier on yourself.
My whole life was constantly training, trying to get stronger.
You are stronger with me.
I could even carry these swords I hold now.
I
Not
think
just
that's
months ago.
I think that's everyone's life. I'm not saying that you need to stop trying to be stronger, but I think that you should find less drastic means to your end.
You watch as Aranel approaches to stand close by.
I'm not against you growing and becoming stronger, but I don't think that this is the path to that.
This is the path.
I don't think it is.
You can have the
Garrett,
revenge
We're all
you
worried
want
for you, not of you.
with this power.
If you can
You
bring
can
back everyone that
slaughter
you've
them
lost,
all.
what are you willing to sacrifice? Your wife? Your daughter? Your brother? Your father?
My family is alive.
What are you willing to sacrifice to bring them back?
I hope you didn't actually say that.
What did you say?
Nothing. You did not say nothing. You heard nothing.
My family's alive.
He didn't actually say it.
Unlike what Medina said
Oh,
earlier.
she goes to herself.
She said,
Oh.
Together.
Gary, I think there's a point where lines that we don't cross no matter what. Whether my father and brother are alive or not is heartbreaking to not know. But if they're not, I don't.
This power that you have given me, I give you
I will say
a gift.
that I can't know what I would do if I was given the option. I don't know what decision I would make. I would like to think I'd make the right one, but I have been selfish in my past, and I've been selfish in my present. So I don't think it's odd to think that I would be selfish in my future. But I think that the 8 of us are capable of breaking through any obstacle without turning to such drastic measures. And that's
Gary, you're not alone
Am I the
anymore.
one? Do I scare you in this form?
no, I wouldn't say that you scare me. I'm just worried for you. I think that you
When I
have.
look like this, even I am uncertain of myself.
You're always going to be you. I think that whatever this is that comes over you, that's not Garrottone.
I'm still me in this moment, aren't I?
Yes.
Do you guys feel that you were in danger?
No. Well,
Music would
no more so than any other time when I'm traveling with these people.
What do you mean these people?
You know what I mean.
He's like, don't make me say it. These weirdos.
Not the word I was thinking of.
I'm sure it's not.
Just kidding.
I know I may not align with something as glorious as Galore, but it does help me reach my goals.
We can be even more powerful
I'm not-
than Pelor.
I'm not asking you to align with the god.
I don't think you would choose me.
I urge you to exercise caution because it is all too easy to lose oneself.
Josh.
He gets a +5 for his right here. That's my piece. You're free to make whatever decision you choose, but
Arno, what was your passive perception?
I respect your opinion in that
17.
you come with great experience. You're battle tested. And you've probably been there for everyone in the team more than anyone else. I trust your opinion. I also trust that I'm in safe hands around you guys as well.
you are.
I will do everything I can to protect you. Whether it be from these fucking demons or even myself.
The necrotic shroud lessons.
Perhaps one day I'll get to the point that I no longer need this power. I no longer have to fight. And we can all be at peace.
You begin to see on the back of Gardon's hand that is holding the blade, red veins begin to pop. A little more protruding on his hands.
Gary, your hand.
It's interesting.
My gift to you. First blood vessels.
Not really sure what it is.
their reaction.
Your blood pressure's too high.
I cast high blood pressure.
My gift, you're gonna die.
I cast diabetes.
In response, I cast acid reflux.
That's so crazy.
It's alright, Chelsea's got that lesser restoration.
True. I
She'll
do
take care of
too.
it in a few days.
I have less.
In a few days. When she decides you're in a bad enough
So-
state.
When she thinks you look a little roughed up.
This is what I mean. That's a somewhat concerning physical change, sort of out of nowhere. I trust you to make the right decisions, but I need you to understand that.
I'm gonna change my positioning to Pearson, where Aranel is behind him. So if they're side by side, I'm gonna come to this side.
Okay. You just see him kind of
This
stand up and walk.
this is new. This is strange. But I also have this as well.
You watch as he reveals on the palm of his hand, he has a almost marble-sized sphere embedded into his palm.
You like a cyst?
No, it is.
Doing diabetes,
It is.
high
It's
blood
more
pressure.
like it's more like a gem,
Okay.
and it is of.
So it's not a bone tumor.
No.
Okay.
It's a golden color.
Oh, so it's just a ganglion cyst.
Purple
Okay.
popper.
So as this is,
Very sickly. I didn't know you
I
sick.
feel like to be
Or
useful
just let
for
the
us to
balloons
keep us
fly.
safe.
Is it squishy or is it
Can as
firm?
well.
I don't doubt that it could. Again, I think mostly I urge you to be careful because your fate is in your hands, and I
I'd be
think
lying if this doesn't at least scare me a little bit.
it should. But perhaps you'll come to understand it, and we can move forward with it. Just the choices that you make could lead to more loss. And I want you to take that from me, because I made a lot of bad choices, and I don't have much to show for it anymore.
I'll need your wisdom.
Thank you.
And it means a lot that you'd be so concerned. If I ever feel that I'm losing control, I'll let you know.
Talk to us.
If you feel like you have to do or take drastic measures, you have my permission.
We have a deal.
I'm not going to kill you.
Might
I
calm
will
down.
not take control.
If I
We've
can
had
prevent
this
it.
discussion, but keep feeding me.
I lost my train of thought. I felt almost like I was interrupted.
Sorry.
And I know that this has been a problem for us socially. You are still very young. And I don't think it's a bad thing to look towards your peers in times of uncertainty.
Some more than others.
Don't worry about him. I gotta have a chat with
Abby
him
just
too.
has a side glance.
He's like,
Felix and I are having a talk later too. Don't worry.
I certainly do respect the opinions of quite a few people in this group. Your guys' safety is my biggest concern.
As yours is ours.
Maybe a warlock, but I'm still healing you guys when I can.
That's what we appreciate. It's nice to have a pocket healer. Speaking as one myself.
You're still like the most healing on the team.
Well, it's for everyone else, yeah. Anyways. If that's everything I needed to say, I would like you to continue to think about letting me perform a ceremony on your weapon. If you decide that's not the right call, I will respect that.
What effect would the ceremony have?
Probably no effect. But I am hoping that it could lessen the evil presence within. And perhaps I guess I'm looking for a sort of cleansing. I don't think it will affect your blade, but I think that darkness is certainly more tempting than the light.
I'll keep it in mind. If I ever lose control, do it. Do whatever it takes.
Again, I don't want to kill you.
I'm not saying I want you to. I'm
Okay,
trying
alright.
to die again.
Yeah,
Don't wanna
that
go
was
back.
crazy, right? But that's my piece. I just wanted to express concern.
I appreciate it. And again, there's still more about myself after that.
Of course.
Well, it's only like a month ago I found out what I am. 2 months ago?
It's been about 3 months.
3 months? Oh.
Time flies in the Feywild.
Actually, no. Based on your backstory, you've actually been
When you detect.
5 or 6 months at this point.
Oh, okay.
Because you were with your, the guy who was training you for a couple of months.
Well, at that point I didn't know, but he detected me. We did like celestials and all that stuff, and I lit up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like,
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about being a warlock. I was like, you kind of knew for a while.
No.
Yeah,
Being
I got
awesome.
you.
Awesome.
Oh, Asimar.
I was gonna say.
More
I
awesome.
was
ASMR.
More
I'm gonna be
awesome than you
ASMR.
already were.
I thought it was
You're-
ASMR, not ASMR.
Your Paladin 23andMe.
Not the Paladin 23 of me.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I care about you. I want good things to happen to you.
The energy continues to go down, and eventually, after about 15-20 minutes, when the crowd shroud disappears, the wings turn to ash, and your hair drops back down.
Is it by will or just
It just seems to have
Waning
faded.
on.
It just seems to have faded away.
I did roll a nat 20 on that.
Cool story, bro.
Just gets through the wisdom saving check.
It wasn't a wisdom saving check.
It's an unskippable ad.
Medina slowly exhales in the background. Where I was standing by Lokag, like,
Did we not walk away?
You did.
you did.
Okay, alright.
Which is why I was like in the background.
Behind Lokeg.
Hiding behind his leg.
Which leg? It wasn't his leg.
I mean, Telsing would definitely stop her if it was the wrong one.
Yikes.
Just me.
Tossing would turn you into a fine red mist, bro.
She's already red.
That's racist.
Alright.
At this point, we should probably get moving and
Because I said I'm red.
go say hello to Ricardo if we can.
Absolutely.
Ah, good old Ricardo. I'm
Okay.
gonna be mad if he like creeps out from behind
I was
the
about to say the
curtain.
same
He's
shit,
been
yeah.
waiting there this whole time.
Ross comes
I was
out.
outside for like 4 hours.
Me and Steven were back
Chase,
there.
come on, send me the text.
Ross watched us have sex.
He was hanging up on the shelving back there.
That
just-
makes it hotter.
I know, right? So, you guys travel for about a day, and you do get to the entrance of the canyon that you came into. But the sun is beginning to set. You do see, as you move through, you do see several zombies through the forest and through many of the different areas, but you eventually make it to the canyon entrance. You guys place all the pendants to make a small blockade, and then
So we reserve at least 4.
reserve at least 4. Okay. But you continue to make your way through, and you turn around and watch as some of the zombies who try to follow you, as they're trying to get through, but there does not seem to be a way for them to get around this barricade.
I'm gonna look at one of them and do the fucking Pikachu taunt face where he's like,
But you guys move a little bit further away, finally getting that sense of being away from the undead for the first time in a very, very long while. You set up camp inside the canyon about halfway through. Just that one time.
yeah, I got time.
Yeah. Still got another like 30 minutes. So, who's taking first watch?
Me and Felix.
Alright.
Damn, I was voluntold into this shit.
Alright, so Kirsten and Felix, both you guys make perception checks, please.
Welcome to romance.
Older than what?
Both married.
Both married.
Happily?
I'm gonna.
Does that count if it fell out of my hand?
Happily married or just
Hey,
married?
I'm giving you advantage anyway.
Were the guys in Brokeback married?
Huh? I know, that's why I was
Yeah.
Is it like I can roll back on the table? It fell out of my hand.
Roll on the table.
Oh.
With advantage.
Well, I guess I needed that badly. It was perception, right?
Yes.
Wow. With advantage. Oh, it's the same fucking number.
Wow.
So.
Why is
I help.
Felix getting advantage?
Because I'm not rolling perception.
Ah, I
Wow.
see.
It was still 11.
11.
Yes.
Damn, I wish I rolled.
I wish you did too.
So, you guys are keeping an eye out. Nothing seems to be bothering you guys.
I
The
feel like we
zombies,
just slept. I don't know. Oh.
the zombies seem to be well contained. They don't seem to be coming through the canyon. You haven't seen any in the canyon yet, but
Goodness.
it seems relatively safe.
It's a little dark out there, isn't it?
Felix,
Hmm.
I think that we need to have a talk.
We need a talk?
Perhaps in a later episode. But allow me to just say, I'm sorry if it felt like I was picking on you when you were in your, I guess, altercation with Garradon. He should not have put hands on you or plucked your feathers. That was not okay.
It's not the first one, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm sure he's not. But I will say that wasn't cool. But next time, just ask. Hmm?
Nothing.
What did you say then?
It wasn't character.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear you say that.
That makes me want to know more.
I clipped my clipboard too hard.
Ah,
Good to know. I'm really glad I pressed you for that information.
I told you it's unrelated.
I'm sorry if you felt picked on.
speak up.
I'm sorry if you felt picked on.
Why are you yelling? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm projecting. I'm sorry!
It's fine. It's fine.
Insight check.
Make an insight check. Make a deception or a
He was
persuasion
not, in
check.
fact.
He was in
fine.
fact not fine.
I want to agree with first.
Well, I was rolling for what?
Deception or persuasion, whichever one it actually is. If you're telling the truth, persuasion. If you're lying, deception. You just choose the number, but don't tell us which one you actually chose.
$22.
22.
12.
Seems to be telling the truth.
You'll never know, because whichever one I picked, I still would have won.
It's true. Okay, that's it. That's my whole piece for now.
How nice.
He said, how nice. Good for you.
I might have something. One second. Would you, by chance, be interested? I'm not trading with you. Would you, by chance, be interested in some glowing fungus that I got from the Underdark? It glows. You might see better.
I can see.
Just don't
fine.
touch it with your hands
Oh.
directly.
What are you keeping it?
I'm keeping it in like little pouches, and then in my bag.
Okay,
the whole-
okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Sure. I will say, I don't need help seeing in the dark. But I will gladly accept a gift, if that's what's going on right now.
I don't feel like I should give it to you anymore.
Okay.
I feel so ungrateful.
Well, you said you were giving it to me to help me see,
Well, I just happened to mention that it goes in the dark.
and then you said it'll help
It
you
might
see.
help you a little bit, but
I
like,
just wanted to say I can see.
can you see it?
Yes.
Oh, say.
What'd you say?
I was
Say.
saying.
Sorry. That's my bad.
Okay, never mind. Good night.
And your guys' 2-hour watch ends. Who are you guys picking?
I'll wake up there now. Can I take an hour to attune to that glove I found on the head cultist?
Sure.
Thanks.
It's probably better for Aranel to.
Oh, right. I'll wake up. I'll throw my empty water skin at Lokag's head.
Yeah.
And then I'm just on the ground, pretending
Okay.
to be asleep already.
Who's through there? Oh. Alright, he sits up. Am I taking watch with you?
Actually, I'm gonna wake up Medina.
Okay. Medina, I'm gonna tell you my whole life story.
Finally.
Fade to black.
Wait, I have questions.
Yes.
Go ahead, ask away. Fade to black.
So, like, I didn't necessarily intend for you to give Garudon all the juice in your blood bag.
He takes a moment, he like opens it, shakes it. There's still more.
Oh. That sounds like curiosity was just too much to bear,
Just
huh?
hear it sloshing all over.
I mean,
I get it.
he wanted to see, as someone who really enjoys what this does, pulls out his axe, and he like, it does a lot of really cool things.
I know, I've seen it. It's pretty rad.
And I wanted to see what his sword could do. And it was pretty cool, let's be honest.
Can your axe slice through girthy twigs like butter?
Oh yeah. Watch. It doesn't cut through like butter, but it definitely cuts through.
I mean, that's pretty cool. But I mean,
Everybody-
like,
all of you kinda
Gary's,
like,
Gary's
what?
like,
Sorry, that was me.
Gary's a lot smaller than you, man. I think you might
Everybody's
have
smaller
like,
than me.
you know, that whole thing where when you're smaller than people you're around, you feel bad about yourself.
But everyone here is smaller than me.
I know, which is why you don't feel bad about yourself, which is really cool.
I feel bad sometimes.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, I was just saying, I'm glad you did it because I wanted to, and I didn't want to be the one to do it.
You wanted to do it too.
Kinda.
See, it was cool.
I just wanted to see what
right?
would happen.
I know, it was really cool.
I think it might be kind of bad though. I think
Why?
it might be bad.
Why? Clearly, it made him stronger, and as part of our team,
Yeah, but like,
that's a really good thing.
like Lokag, face it. When you rage, you can control
I get
yourself.
strong. Well,
He almost crushed me before, but
You're asleep.
I'll try to leave this.
I can relatively well control myself.
Right. So you are experienced. You've
But
spent
he's
some
not
time.
gonna get the experience unless he
I
tries.
know. I'm just saying you've spent some time acclimating to dealing with power surges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. A surge of power. Like,
Yeah. Power.
yeah. Like when your axe gets all lightning power.
That's always fun.
It's super cool.
It's one of my favorite things.
Our boy over there, he's young. He's clearly got mental issues. You're asleep. And I just
you're asleep.
we might have to pay extra
I'm sorry. I
special
have
attention.
to. I have to step in. Have you seen our group?
Yeah.
We all have mental issues.
Oh, I know. That's why we mesh. That's why we
True.
mesh. It's cool. I don't have mental issues, but
Ah.
I have noticed a few other people do.
I've literally seen you use your mental powers to blow up someone's head.
Yeah, but those aren't issues.
That's you're right. That's a gift that I wish that I
It
had.
was so sweet. Anyway, I'm just saying for the next few days until the surge wears down, we might need to keep a little bit of extra eyes on our boy. Just to
Okay.
keep him safe.
I think didn't the surge already die? He's no longer, wingy. I want wings.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I.
I can't wait to get down.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, you keep an eye on. I think I'm gonna see if I can keep an eye on.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
18.
natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Prove it. I'm just kidding.
That doesn't mean
It
I can
doesn't mean
show you a
nothing.
20 on my dice too.
Yeah.
that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's right there. See?
Check this out. 20.
It's gorgeous.
You guys all had to do like a little. It's right here. Whereas I went. All right. Yeah. So he.
Discrepancy is-
You guys do a really good job keeping track of what's going on around you. You don't see any zombies.
Don't
it's
see
pretty.
Gary getting power surges in his
No.
sleep. Oh, that's natural.
I'll
That
take
happens.
it out.
That
Off the
happens
ground.
to.
You see him levitate. His hands go
Adolescent
back.
all the
His neck
time.
goes.
Well, it must be his first
Black
time.
ichor starts flying out. No.
Hell of a dream, Gary. Hell of a dream.
Your guys' 2 hours go by. No issues.
I attuned to a magic item.
You did. So, as you attune
Thanos
to the item,
Yes.
you learn that this item is an interesting item.
Wow.
It is.
I'm so interested in it.
I know, right?
So are we.
And it requires attunement for sure. Cool.
Patience is a virtue, and
I don't
yes,
have any.
it does require attunement by a spellcaster. And since you
Hey, I
are a
can cast
paladin, you
spells.
are. So, this is called the Glove of Arcane Retaliation.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds right up your alley.
This glove was painstakingly designed
Batman.
by an irritable archmage who grew tired of being interrupted mid-incantation. When another creature successfully casts counterspell against one of your spells, you can use your reaction to release a burst of arcane energy. The countering creature must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failure, the creature takes X d6 force damage, where X equals the level of the countered spell. So if you do a 3rd level spell and they counter it, they take 3d6 force damage. And cannot take a reaction until the end of your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage only. You may use this feature a number of times number of times per day equal to your proficiency modifier.
Can we change the name of that to like the glove of shut the fuck up?
I like Glove of Arcane Retaliation.
I'll sleep on it.
Literally?
Arcane bitch slam.
All right. So, yeah, Lokeg goes over to, Arenell, you wake up naturally.
Who do you want to wake up?
Go wake up Bibbles.
Okay.
He's had some time to recover.
Bibbles, as you wake him up, goes, "Awake, awake, I'm glad to be awake."
And the rest of us wake up and throw trash at him.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
Tornadoes. Rotten.
He makes
Get rocks,
breakfast out
empty
of it.
cans,
Ah, man,
tomatoes.
that's why
Arena?
it comes off all funny.
I'm happy to take watch with you.
Hi, Bibbles. Unfortunately, it's not the real Bibbles, so I can't ask you any actual questions.
You can. I just can choose what to answer and what not to answer. You're asleep. You're sleeping on the glove.
Pierce is asleep.
So go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please, to start with.
Yeah. No.
What'd you roll?
Nope, not. That's what I'm told. It's only a 16.
Okay. He
Yeah,
rolled a
it's my
17.
second
I don't know
course.
what his perception is, but I think it's like +4 or something like that. So,
My
Yeah.
perception sucked this tonight.
all right. But you both seem to be keeping a good watch. Him more than you this time, but yeah, it's pretty peaceful. No major interactions. He's just sitting there playing his lute, gently, quietly.
So, how'd you find us?
Next question.
The pursed lips of silence.
I can answer. I think I can answer some of this. Paulo, if I
Actually, he
overstep,
did.
I do apologize.
He did actually mention it.
Yeah, I think he already mentioned this once before. I was in the Feywild for quite some time, and doing so, I made some connections with some of the plants, some of the stones, some of the pebbles. Turquoise is my favorite. But,
Bibbles, you made friends with the plants.
oh yes.
That's the part. That's what it is. Not the fact that he made friends with rocks.
But,
Or-
Coming from the druid?
And that Turquoise is his best friend. That's weird.
but,
You talk to plants? From a druid?
Okay, it's more like that. You made friends with them. They're not weirded out by you.
I was there for
Okay.
like 4 or 5 months. I kind of needed some friends, and they were there. But,
Surprised you didn't get eaten by any of them.
well, me too. But, they seem to enjoy my music. But, I will say, I heard through the grapevine that
Yep, nailing it.
Looks around at a bunch of sleeping people.
Get it?
that some very odd beings had found their way into the Feywild. Upon further inquiry, I got some descriptions of you all. And through our history, I rushed off to join you in your valiant effort to attack something that I was told never to go near. I was going to try and warn you against such a thing, but you were already inside, so I
Went to sleep instead.
joined you. And
Took a nap.
honestly got the best sleep I'd had in the Feywild in quite some time.
How did you get to the
For 1 minute.
He looks up at the sky. Our 2 hours is almost up. I believe that's a answer for another day.
He loosely did mention it to me.
To you, not to Silver. I think that might be an answer for another time, as our 2-hour rest our watch is just about up. Is there any more questions you want to ask that I might be able to answer?
We're glad you're back. Well, I can give Pearson back his boots. He's been bugging about
I
those.
did say I will give them back as soon as we get to another shop that I can put on some regular boots.
You could have gotten some boots from the cultists.
Okay.
I'm
There were a
so-
whole bunch of dead bodies that like
I mean,
aren't
I'm
using
sure
their
we can
shoes.
find
They
some
weren't
shoes.
really my size.
I'm sure we can find some shoes in a closet or something here.
We're no longer there. We're
They
in
were
a
wooden
canyon.
cultists.
Oh, yeah.
You never heard of canyon shoes?
Those are the worst kind of shoes.
Totally make some canyon shoes.
That sounds so uncomfortable.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could have found some shoes, but
We were a bit preoccupied by the things going on between Felix and Gorodon. I
That's
didn't think
fair.
about it.
that's good. We're glad you're back, Bubbles.
I'm so glad to be back, and I promise I will be here always, and I will never miss any of our adventures. Ever again.
It's a
So what do
very
you think he
big
means by
promise to make, Bubbles. All right, you get some sleep.
I will. And thank you for always taking on 2 watches for us and keeping us safe.
Good night.
Good night. Yo, Wingy.
Wait.
He can say it because he's also Mesmer.
That's ironic.
It's our word.
He's taking it back.
Wow.
Call them bully.
Wake up.
Got brush.
Put a little makeup.
Boy. Oh, my turn.
You want to see?
Okay, yeah, what?
All right, make a
Oh, watch
perception
out.
check. Perception check.
God dang.
Can you swap out your dice?
Seriously, none of these new dice are working
Good thing
for
I
me.
got it covered.
5.
Mine was a 5. Or no, it was a 6 plus a 7.
You
so-
are very distracted. You are looking at your hand for starters, and you're starting to contemplate, as you look at the gold orb in one hand, the veins on the back of the other. You can't help but contemplate, have I gone too far? But your guys' watch is relatively peaceful. Nothing seems to be attacking you. No zombies are coming down the canyon. You seem to have sealed it off relatively well. Do you guys wish to talk a little?
So, you and Medina. Obviously, there's something going on there. I gotta say, it is the most awkward thing I have ever witnessed.
Were they not all there for that big spiel that I gave
No,
her?
you
No,
were
we were in
in
the
the
bath.
bathhouse
Yeah, we were in the
alone.
bath.
We ran off while they were eating
Yep.
Fey food.
It was regular food.
Sure it was.
Sure it was.
Have you guys made it past that awkward phase in courtship yet?
I mean, I think it's only awkward to you guys.
I think it's definitely awkward to everybody.
I mean, I think me and Medina are perfectly fine.
I certainly hope so by this point. It's been a while. Sometimes just watching is agonizing. It's almost like listening to Felix talk about his love.
Oh God. Oh God.
He's asleep.
No, you're asleep. You didn't hear that.
I know.
I am also asleep, thankfully.
Yeah, I wish the best for you guys.
I mean,
But
oh, why are you watching this that closely?
you're doing it right in front of us.
Doing
the door.
We're forced to witness these things. I'm just hoping that maybe you guys got past that awkward hump
What?
that typically happens in relationships.
You want to talk about awkward? This conversation.
Right. Just jumped right into it
He's,
too.
guys, he's 17.
That is true. To be quite honest, Gary, I kind of see you as my younger brother, and this conversation's a little weird.
Trust me, it's weird for me all the time watching you guys.
Why are you watching
so-
it that closely?
I'm watching all the
You're
time.
right next to us, the whole group.
We haven't
We
done
all
anything
see-
in front of you guys.
Thankfully. It's like watching the two aunts like kissing in the background. just
What?
know how to like communicate with each other. Just
What
awkwardly.
does that even mean? You had two aunties kissing each other?
I mean, you're substantially older than I am. You say you're like 100 and something years old.
I'm
I
like
mean,
3 years older than you. I'm literally like 3 years older than you in like human years, but alright.
I'm just hoping you guys got past that awkward phase and you actually start getting more comfortable with each other.
Just so we're clear, our
The
age difference
conversations
is
are
like
strange.
senior to sophomore.
Still, I just hope the best for you two. And
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what's more awkward, me and Medina or this conversation.
It's kind of a time.
we're neck to neck right now in a race. But yeah, this was a great conversation. I just want to throw it out there. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope the conversations flow a little smoother and
I hope we don't have any more of these conversations.
Me
like
either.
I said, you're like my little brother.
I'm gonna go over there now.
Sounds good, Gary. Good night. Yeah.
All right, you guys
I'm gonna-
separate, sitting on opposite sides of the fire, looking in the opposite directions down the canyon.
It's terrible watching.
Actually,
you
with
all
your
the
rolls, you're
time.
looking directly into the walls of the canyon. But yeah, you guys, your 2 hours go by, and everybody begins to slowly wake up.
You could have gotten into that a little bit smoother.
I'm just
So
imagining.
you and Medina have just been waiting for this conversation.
He
baby.
like drills a peephole through the wall, and he's like, I can't. You guys make me watch. He's like,
That's evil.
You guys think I'm sleeping, but I'm really watching you.
I'm
all night
always
long.
watching and I hate it.
But
I'm so tired.
When you guys have your own room together, I'm silently listening.
you all wake up the next morning.
My room is right above yours.
I've gotten goggles through the vents.
The insulation is not great.
Oh, there's not holes in the wood floor.
There's gaps in the panels.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lay in bed, trying to go to sleep. It's just
So, you all wake up the next morning. Bibbles doesn't do great with breakfast.
I
All
choose
those
to
rotten
abstain from
tomatoes.
breakfast.
Wrong with this thing.
I will eat nothing.
On that
you
note,
could have rolled a 20.
Ariel's
and showed
gonna
us the
pull
food.
out some
What?
of that food that I preserved when I did the create
that
food
too?
and drink that we preserved, and I'm gonna hand it out and be like, "Thanks, Bibbles, but no thanks." That does not look edible.
All right, so you guys enjoy the food that Arinel provides. It's a decent breakfast. Felix, as you wake up, you feel
Can you
a.
use that dice when you're in like battles?
Oh yeah, I have actually been rolling really bad with this one.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who needs to?
Felix, you feel a slight vibration in your pant pocket.
I reach for my pocket.
You pull out the sending stone. And as you do, you can hear a faint. Dad, are you okay?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk away from the
Josh, you
group.
passed.
I'm walking away from the group.
Okay.
Are you taking the stone with you?
I'm taking the stone with me. I'm walking
I
out.
drop the stone and I walk away.
I took it and I walk away. No.
Stop
I walk
calling me.
away.
Damn it, kids, I'm working! Alright, you.
Didn't I abandon your ass?
Damn.
Like it took a second to click it. I'm like, wait a damn.
So,
You're
you
not child support.
you grab the sending stone and you step away.
Which one was it? I don't know.
What's your dog?
You guys laugh, but I have to ask these questions.
Who's your dog?
It was my daughter.
You laughed at how much you were
My last conversation blew up in my face. That's kind of why I avoid it. Hey guys, I'm having fun with your mom without you.
I forgot about that. I did
is
forget
true.
about that.
That is why
Yeah, okay.
y'all be
You know
acting
what?
like I did it on
Hey,
purpose.
My bad.
I would like to formally apologize.
Don't be rash.
I had an asthma attack the other day.
Joy.
Like this is exact. That's why I've been avoiding that call, you guys. It blew up in my face. Felix doesn't know how to fix it.
You need a
You
script.
answer the phone, you're like, I lost her again, guys.
All right, bring it back in.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm hesitating to answer it. They just asked if I was okay.
Yeah.
I could lie. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
that worked out so well.
Yeah, guys, I'm dying.
Hey guys.
Your
No,
father's dead.
like I couldn't.
I did die.
I did die, but
Good
like
now.
I'm trying like.
New Rock, who dis?
Yeah, sorry, I have the same number.
Hey, I picked up this rock I found on the side of the road. Who is this? No, I'm kidding. Oh man, this was the hardest conversation of my life today. I can't answer it. I don't know what to say to my kid right now. I'm just holding it. I don't know what to say. I'll pick it up really close and just like bring it because like I don't want it to be overheard, and I talk softly to the rock just to like relay a message, not wanting to say too much considering my last blunder. I choose to say doing all right, kind of messed up, but I'll do better. Make sure you're okay. See you soon, I hope. That's it. And then I'll stuff it back into my pocket.
Good job.
He was just fighting for
That
his
was a good-
life. I was fighting for my life. My last phone call was bad.
That was good.
That was
You take a moment to compose yourself before you make your way back to the group. The rest of you finish packing up your stuff. You load everything up and begin your journey for the day, continuing to make your way back to the capital and to your potential drakes and potential dragon. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's episode.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
Happy
1
1
year
Is this really when we started our our campaign last
To the
year?
day.
Yeah, it's not to
Yeah.
so tomorrow is actually to the day.
Okay,
So
so
we're
basically,
one
yeah.
day off. We started June 14th of
We are to the
2024.
Friday.
Awesome.
So we
Isn't
are,
it Friday the 13th today?
What
Yes, it
is?
and we didn't die
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yet.
still 2 hours left.
Some of you haven't died.
At least we got a little creepy.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope this was an entertaining episode for you, and we will be back next week. Depending on what happens, I may be a little late next week. I'm debating asking Apollo to step DM, and I can come in later with my cleric, or we'll just start a little later. We'll kind of post in the Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff to let you guys know what we're going to be doing next week. But yeah, you guys can also cast your votes. You want to do a little later, or we can do step DM. But
I'll have a poll on Instagram tomorrow, not tonight. 'Cause
There
I'm
we
not
go.
doing it tonight.
but yeah, thank you so much for joining us for our 1 year anniversary, our 45th episode. Perfect attendance by Josh.
Hell yeah.
First
And
time ever in my life.
It's crazy. His school
it's like
year
he
wishes
enjoys
did it.
this or something. I don't know. But thank you again so much. We love you all. We'll see you all next week.
Thanks for watching us for a whole year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Have a good night.
Good night. I can't believe y'all forgot that Felix was avoiding those phone calls because of that reason.
I didn't forget. I'm just a bitch.